Season 5. Woo! Episode 0. Today, just some tips and tricks.
Yep. Hello, everyone. We missed you so much.
Greatly missed you. And, you know, over the summer, we were thinking, and we felt we needed to change, you know? Bring something new and exciting back into the show, you know?
Surprise you guys.
Surprise.
New year, new me.
Exactly. So I really feel we transitioned, okay? We transitioned. You can see by the hair. I cut it all off on front and grew it in the back.
Yep. I grew my hair out.
See, Tim, that is crazy.
Yeah.
So tonight we're excited to see all of you back. And yes, guys, I shaved.
Surprise.
So how was everyone's summer? Let me hear it. Fly fishing? Did we go? Did we do it? Did we use the flies we made here? So excited to see you all back, and the preparation we've made towards the date has been immense, and I cannot wait to share it with you all.
We had a great summer.
We did. Lots of boating, some water time, you know? And it's just been great, and we're so excited to see you all back here, you know?
Yes.
For such a great night.
Summer was great. That's awesome. Let's see your nails, Tim. Painted them.
Oh, will the camera focus, please? Wow. I'm sure you guys all have the best nails ever, and we're just so glad to see you all. We love the comments.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, digging the new host. I love it. We're here. We're for you. Okay?
Yep. We got so excited to see you guys.
So excited. You know, the energy. Tim had hair. Tim was just storing it all back there, just waiting for you guys to really...
Surprise. So many surprises.
Yeah, so many surprises this season, you know? And Tim got a manicure, Tina trimmed the beard, you know. It's
simple
all
things.
Yeah, simple things that really make a big difference in our world. And we're we want to put the best out for you guys, just the very best. And so we really thought, this is how, you know? This is exactly how we would do that.
Yes.
So I'm hearing some stairs creaking, and on that note, we should probably head out.
So nice talking to all you guys.
We tricked you all, but we kind of need to go.
Well, that was interesting.
It was something.
I go upstairs to mix a drink.
Yeah.
The show starts without us, and you got your nails done.
And apparently I was storing all my hair in the back for the last 5
You
years.
know where I'm storing my hair.
That's okay. I mean,
Sometimes on these quick, are they dress changes? Like, I don't know what they call them in show business, but this is no business. And we're back for another season.
can you believe it? Finally, Thursday Night Live.
We're at music. I had one job this year is to get better music.
Oh, man.
And here I am.
Failure.
No, I think I really upped it.
Well,
there's
it's yet to be seen.
High possibility we will be booted off the platforms to which we're streaming on, but
Wow, that's okay. That's okay.
you know,
As long as we have good music.
some new equipment here for the audio. So let's go back to the comments. Now that we have gone down in beauty by about 20 points, and say hi to all you guys, because that's what tonight's all about.
Yeah.
It's about you guys. It's about some of our new sponsors. It's about just getting back together, prepping everybody for what's to come in TNL Season 5. Because you all know that this is Episode 0. Next week will be 00. And then we won't start officially until January 5th. And then we're going to run 4 months straight, 17 episodes every single Thursday until the end of April.
End of April.
And what happens on the last episode, Tim?
Oh, man. It's not an episode you want to miss out on.
That's kind of how we left
the
folks. Was
I know, we did.
With the last episode.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
So
but last episode's a big one. Lots of giveaways.
It's a good one. It's a big one. But back to the people. Ryan Pacific, welcome back.
Hey,
Eric
man.
Augustin, I bet you he's already guessing numbers.
Oh, there it is right there. 432. He's already on the board.
Roger Beatty's back.
Didn't take long.
I believe Roger had a seat on the Bow River this summer.
Yeah.
Interesting enough. Cam, Jeff Valcourt, Craig Jones. Oh, heck yes.
What's up, Craig?
Yeah, there's Eric's number.
Yeah, there's
scrolling back to make sure we catch everybody. Let us know where you're from. Let us know if you've been here before. If you have been here before, let us know what you're drinking. And famously, which episode or season did you join the show?
Yeah.
Were you one of the OGs live in person at the brewery? Or
not?
Are you just new?
Just new.
Right.
Are you a
Barry Dickow? He is the OG.
Yeah, he is the OG.
He is the COVID. He is not the COVID. He is.
No, he was long before that.
I was too quick putting this stuff here. So, Mr. Tom Pape's back. What's happening? Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. They're having an open house tonight. What's up to the folks at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop who are gathered there, tuning in on the big screen down at the shop, watching Thursday Night Live. Hopefully, they're allowed to have some of these beverages.
What are you drinking over there?
Well, Tim, not much has changed. I still can't handle hangovers.
So we're still doing this.
I'm going to be doing the mojitos. Cheers. And we can actually cheers now
we're
because
close enough. Huh?
we don't have to hide it anymore.
The distance is no different.
Adrian Tebow, sort of watching, getting the kids ready for bed. Once they're down, so am I. Hillbilly.
Yeah,
Andy was here. He didn't want to have a crepe, or maybe I didn't offer him one, but
it's good to see him today.
Troy Tracy, what's happening? Excited to be back. Joel's down in the Florida Panhandle.
Ooh.
Joe Manchinton, what's up, TNL
Joe?
fam? Brent's back. And
Always.
if you guys love sometimes I'm getting some notifications because I got to be careful because Jim Crawford always lets me know when he can't hear me.
Or me.
Doesn't mean there's no audio. It means he can't hear me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, awesome. Good stuff tonight, folks. We're just having fun, hanging out.
Am I dreaming? Or is this for real? I feel a warm sensation growing with a snappy tune.
Wow.
Wow, Mark. Great to hear you, buddy.
Do tell us what you're doing.
Mr. Owen, what's up, buddy?
Davies, what's happening, buddy? Blake's in the house. Fly Trout. He's actually here. He thought it was last night, and he was freaking out trying to figure out where the feed was.
Wednesday Night Live doesn't have the same
he realized
ring to
that it was Wednesday. Cam is just rolled in the door, and he's getting here. And I think some of these comments are from when the other people were here.
It could be.
Doug Lindsay, Scott's
What's
back.
up, Doug?
Oh, the Fly Fisher 54. Are you on Facebook or YouTube? That's also cool to know because sometimes people ask, what's the better platform? There is no right answer.
Some people think that YouTube is a little quicker in the.
How's the volume of the music for you folks? You fine folks sitting in your living rooms. Eric likes the voice filter. I don't see a voice filter.
Not that I'm aware of. This is just the sultry
Is there a
sound
voice
bite.
filter here? Would you like me to pitch
it up a bit? Oh, right. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to speed up things because we got really far behind. So. Can you imagine what Jim Crawford's doing right now?
Oh my gosh, can you just imagine what he's doing with Bobbin
he's
right now?
throwing his phone out the window.
Oh
he can't figure out how to slow things down.
he's in bed. What are we kidding?
Well, if he gets up and sees this, he's going to be freaking out.
Oh, man.
All right, enough Jim Crawford.
Whew, that was good.
That was for Eric. Apparently there's a voice filter there, and we can make things go a little quicker.
It's going to be very fun.
Jeff Davison, Roger Beatty, we've said. John, he is driving in a blizzard, and I think his girlfriend's in the passenger seat, and she's going to be corresponding John's thoughts into text literature.
Perfect. Well, John, thankful to have you with us. Just don't be crashing that car.
We got the Rutherford family racing in the house.
What is up?
Okay.
Oh, Michelle.
All right. These are old comments. Michelle.
Elaine Lee.
Elaine's here.
Elaine.
Oh, Bad Joke Doug from
Bad
High
Joke
River.
Doug.
Okay, we got to really catch up. We're getting so
Oh,
behind. We got
Trout Maharishi.
Trout's in the town.
What's up? Mark is
Better
back.
Run Girls. They got out of here just in time.
Cole,
Cody.
what's up, buddy? So many people in the house. I love it.
Yeah.
Got
Jose, welcome back, everyone. Alberta Fly Girl. If you guys have looked in your books that you've got in your kits, did you bring one of the books in with you?
No.
All right. We'll get one because we want to show
Commercial
the
break.
people.
Yeah.
Commercial break. All 50 seconds.
So much time to get
Run,
everything ordered.
disconnect, and back in. Rick Flink, if you buy, it is still yours. Kate's in the house. You guys haven't checked out her artwork. Kate, type in something here for people to go check out your artwork. Is it Instagram? Well, it is Instagram, but do you also have like a Facebook page, a website? Because that stuff is A-OK legit.
Yeah.
Clint's cheating tonight, and TNL and work teams call going. So,
Well,
well,
that's pretty good. Well done.
Sucks you're cheating on your work team, but you're here.
Oh man, Mr. Alstrom.
James Rutherford, where's James? I didn't see him.
James?
Did you see him here, James Rutherford.
Did not.
Well, it's good to see that Sean is back again after having spent another day on the Bow River this summer.
Yes.
And getting murdered. He spent 2 days.
Almost skunked. The skunk train?
Yeah,
No.
well, he did pull it out in the last little bit. Down more than 20 points. Tim's got the country on. You guys must like it.
We do. It's good.
I can put country on. You want me to put country on? I know Blake loves the country.
Oh yeah. Get the country going.
Apparently, as much as you pay for with these subscriptions, they want you to pay for more. And they're
Ah.
like, you should buy more.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I shouldn't. Okay, we
Mr.
can
DJ.
do pop, we can do rock. Let's do some.
Oh, what about K-pop? Remember?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let's do metal.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is probably more Blake Teague's style and more the style that fits my look right now,
Like Jesus?
like Jesus does. There we
There we
go.
go.
This will get some
All right,
folks
all right.
giddy up and giddy up.
I
And
don't
so,
think so.
if
They're
you're
not
new
giddy.
here, let us know because we want to talk to you. Wes is from Idaho.
Hey, what's up,
Chaz
Wes?
is in the house. Victor
Cody?
Edmonds back. Oh yes,
Yeah,
Cody's
Cody,
out from
Nico.
Chesimir. Loves the Jesus hair. I actually got implants this summer.
Is Tim gonna show a nipple this season? Well, it depends if there's any chest hair caddis on the list this year.
Well, you see, there is always an opportunity for the nipple to poke out, and the fact is, we never know.
We never know.
John Fuller, happy to be part of this year. We're happy to have you a
Yes.
part of the TNL fam this year.
Heck yeah.
Burlington, Washington, Jeff, Rusty Pools, and LaGrange, Texas, in the house.
Texas.
Danny,
Oh,
a couple
Danny.
days in the bow,
Yeah.
and the bow didn't murder him. He murdered the bow.
No, he did good.
He did good.
Just bring your own leeches next time, Dan.
Yeah, we're gonna go scuba diving. Marvin Carl's
so
here.
good. What's up, Marvin?
Oh, drinking water, crushing Cool Ranch Doritos. Stay
Oh,
hydrated.
nice.
Carb
want some
loading.
Cool Ranch Doritos. We need that.
Well, I bought dill pickle chips earlier, and they're gone.
Text.
So
somebody.
Rutherford Family Racing is new to the channel. James. Oh, it's James.
Oh, from
James.
Grand Prix.
Yeah, there he is. And he got a kit. And what's up, Oakley? We're here because of Sean Ellison. Well,
Awesome.
that's true. We're here because of Sean Ellison too. MT Grizzly 52, an old timer who lives in
Kalispell.
Kalispell, Montana.
I used to live in Kalispell.
Yeah. All right. Signing in from Dutchess, Alberta, ready for another great
Just
time.
Alberta.
Roger, Eric, Chaz, drinking mead. Well, we are.
Yeah.
Mojito here. See, we got the thing going.
Yeah, look at that.
Red wine, TNL fan. I can't do this.
Just get him some water. We'll
I
have
can't
some
do
wine.
this metal. Okay. We're gonna switch gears here, folks, and we're gonna wanna lots of things tonight. Mostly, what's going to make the show more fun is if you guys have more questions.
Yeah. Question and answer period.
Question and answer period.
What's up, Eric? First time.
First time my kid should be here by next Thursday. That is
Awesome.
correct.
Lots
That-
of time for it to come.
That shipped out a few days ago, so it should be there really quick. Shipping was quick this year, actually.
Yeah.
Remember, like 2 years ago,
Oh,
like
man,
straight
like
in the heart of
a month.
COVID.
Oh,
I think
half of the
John's still
season.
waiting for his kid.
yeah, I think the first one for sure.
Mr. Matters is sipping scotch at Cranbrook.
Nice.
Glad to have him back on TNL season 5. Yeah, Philip caught us last year, Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania. And your kid shipped out today, so that is
Nice.
super awesome. Besides drink, I can't read. Apparently, I shouldn't have worked.
How
on
much
my,
meat did you have already?
Just 2.
Ah.
One.
AGD. Cold
AGD.
AGD. Nice.
Trout's ears are ringing. We're talking about you.
Talking about ya.
Strathmore, Mr. Dickow and the boys,
What's up,
Landon and
Charlie?
Lucas.
Landon, Lucas.
It's like Christmas having TNL back. That's what we're
Yep.
talking
Oh,
about.
Cole's down at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop.
Oh,
Nice.
Cole's at the Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. That's what we're
Wicked.
talking about, folks.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Cole moved out to Cochrane so he could be closer to Trax Pub.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Allison thinks, but
That's priorities.
that's what- yeah.
Okay, it's priorities.
Oh, man.
All right, so Colleen's here. What's
Yeah.
happening? Great to be back for another year. Claude and I are at a concert tonight, but I wanted to pop in quick and say hi, so it's cool that you do.
Cool. Awesome.
Does Tim have not tonight? Tim will have a ride next Thursday.
Next week, for sure.
Yes.
Yep.
We don't have to say that anymore. You literally can sleep over.
Yeah,
and
on
it's
the-
okay.
Don't have a ride. We'll just gonna stay here.
Ever head down to Kakwa often? I miss that area. I need to head that way. No.
Kakwa.
Trevor McPhee, where's Kakwa? Talk to us about
Yeah.
this. Season 5, Jordan Unreiner.
Oilers 1-0.
Somebody talking about the Oilers?
First for everything.
Keith, well, you know, can't just spoil the mood. Let's play some
Yeah.
music for that.
The last song was really good. I'm gonna give it to you. I was feeling that mood.
All right, switching gears again. John's through the mountains. Get a sat phone. Be better. All right, YouTube it is.
I was yelling,
Boots.
I'm missing TNL.
Pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
Yeah, boots and coats.
Tammy's
actually.
here. Okay. No nipple needed. Mike, you didn't come for me. You came for... I can't say that.
Hey, Blake, thanks for the awesome comment, bro. Like, you know, may have been bulking a bit over the winter.
I haven't at all, actually. But thanks. Means a lot to me. Hits me in the feels.
All right.
It's going to be way too much
That's
fun
way
this year,
too
I'm
much.
telling you.
That's
Right
going to
now.
be too much fun this year. What about next year?
And every year after.
We don't even know. All right. So what we do have is a few more comments to get to you guys. So make sure that you do throw your comments at us. Captain Clutch never gets skunked. That is super
Oh,
cool
man.
that you brought that up because we've got some things to talk to you guys about
Oh, yeah.
regarding some things like that. So
Yep. Stuff like that.
fish is in the house. Corona
Corona.
in the bathtub.
Yeah, I was going to say, this needs to be rum in the bathtub,
Yeah.
not Corona.
Trout's out of lighter fluid. Is unleaded gas okay? Well, I got a whole bunch of lighter fluid in the other room, so should say we could help you out. We could help you. We could send it to you.
It's unleaded gas.
All
okay.
right, screen turned off and it's back on. What is my beard routine? It's looking great. Well, I shower once a month.
Today,
The
actually. So
natural oils. You let your natural oils take over. It's a good question because oils, you know, like the beard products, just it's a scam.
So what do you use, like Pam? Olive oil?
Yeah.
Just the
No avocado spray.
Oh, man.
Hi, this is Oakley. I love fishing with my dad.
Hey,
Well,
awesome,
that
Oakley.
is super awesome. We're glad you're here, Oakley.
How old are you, Oakley?
Okay, so Kakwa's up by GP. So Trevor might be talking to the Rutherford Family Racing Group and Sean Ellison.
Yeah, I think so.
Sean's been trying to get me up there, and well,
Forever. Yep.
it's been busy. Next week is Trax. That's the plan.
that's the
Christmas
plan.
party at Trax. They'll throw the show on the big screen, and then we'll party on. So,
Rainbow
Okay.
Bowls, Grizzly Whitefish.
So we just saw one of the commercials from one of our sponsors who's back this year. We do have a change. We do have a change in some things in the way things have been going down. Did you tape that thing up?
I didn't know.
Well, there's always
I'll
tape.
just,
So, not everybody's back this year. Not everybody felt that you guys were worth it. And that's all right, because the people who did feel you were worth it are here. Some are new, some are back, and they're back with a vengeance. And like I always say, it's like sometimes things need to move out so better things can move in. So having said that, let's say a special thanks. And we're going to run our new commercial reel with, you'll notice a couple new sponsors in there. We can kind of talk about them after, but let's hit that new commercial reel and we'll come back in about 60 seconds.
Our vision for it is for people to come out here to enjoy the spot and to find peace, I guess. Like, a lot of people ask us if we're going to get Wi-Fi out here, and we're like, no, like this is a place to disconnect and reconnect with your family and with yourself and just find quiet.
All right.
Well, folks, you might have seen some new faces literally in that commercial reel. So Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, you guys are freaking awesome, and we want to welcome you guys back to season 5.
Oh yeah.
Bigger, badder,
Bigger, better.
Bigger, badder, better, stronger. If you haven't noticed, Rocky Mountain Fly Shop just moved into a big, huge space. And in that space, they're having an open house. They're going to do the open house. And we have other clubs or associations or buddies or groups doing this around North America where they use Thursday Night Live as their tying night. So they will put the show on their big screen. A couple of the people will buy kits up there, and then it kind of takes all the work out of it for them as far as like organizing that stuff. And so that's what's happening at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. So you can bring your kits down there. They got tables and chairs set up, and they got it on the big screen. It's a little easier than it tracks because it's not the noise of the pub, but we still will be doing tracks first Thursday of the month. So if that's something you want to do in your area, is what we call a satellite club, hit us up. Let's figure out how to do this, because fly tying clubs and associations are a lot of work. There are a lot of stress on the organizers and the planners trying to come up with flies and patterns and materials every week. And so it's kind of what we've done here with Thursday Night Live, is kind of take that out, but yet still help build communities in communities. And then for people who are maybe over at their buddy's house and they're sitting there watching on the big screen, they're tying, that's still building community. And for everybody else who's in here with us hanging out every single Thursday, that's my favorite part of the show, is the community. And that's why we started Thursday Night Live
Really
4-ish years ago, was because we felt in our area there was not a community that was accepting or willing to bring in anybody to fly tying, that it was very pompous and arrogant. And we wanted to change that. And so we started going to a brewery 2018, I think.
Yeah, 2018.
And so we did that for a year and a half, and then COVID happened, and then obviously we couldn't be at the brewery anymore. But because we had been live streaming at the brewery, that brought us back here to our studio, which we've built. It was a couple black curtains, but then we could still be here and broadcast and hang out with everybody, because we knew at that time that we needed the community just as bad as you guys needed a community. So things have evolved into that aspect, and it's allowed us to kind of like evolve the studio, and then come out of the studio Thursdays with you guys while still making this feel like a pretty epic community. So nobody here is too new. Nobody here is too good. Nobody, a couple people want to jump in and be dicks. They're banned. They're gone. So, but we haven't done that yet. We haven't had
really
to
had
do
that
that.
issue. No, I think everybody that's been attracted to us or this group has been really incredible.
Yeah,
So-
and we say OQP, which means only quality people. Your kit's there if you want the big one. Show everybody what season 5 is, and what are these kits that we're talking about. Quite simply, they are a box. So your box is a box.
and that's it. Just a
And
box.
if you order a kit, it's $297 Canadian. Okay, the American dollar is really strong right now, so that's coming to about like between 200 and 220 American. So about $297 Canadian, and that's free shipping. So what comes in your kit, you're going to get 17 packages, which are labeled under episodes. In each of those packages or episodes, you're going to get 2 patterns. Okay, and they're all packaged in there. And those 2 patterns each have the pattern fully tied, as well as material to tie each of those patterns up to 5 times. So we've really upped the game since last year. We've really put in more care and thought into how the things were packaged. Are they going to be perfect? Absolutely not. This is hand packaged. There's no machine in the planet that can do this. It is all done by hand, so there will be mistakes. And when there is, because there will be, we do our best to help you out if you're missing a piece or whatever. But essentially, you're getting 204 flies if you were to tie all the flies, at about $3 on average a fly, some bigger, some smaller. You're probably looking at about a $600 to $700 perceived value, and that's for $297. What's also free is all of this. If you don't buy a kit, if you do buy a kit, the show costs you nothing. You just show up, and Tim will walk you through how to tie each of these flies. If you can't make the show, it's super simple. We do quick ties. So after the episode, the quick ties will be posted on YouTube, and you can take your kits and you can go in and you can tie them by watching the quick ties. The whole show aspect of it, which is all of this, gets taken out, and it's literally just the tied fly and how to do that.
Yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple, guys. The sequence of the show you're going to see, we'll talk a little bit about as we go through it tonight, but there's certain like I guess you call these like hallmark things we do every week, where not only do we do giveaways because of the sponsors every week, we're also doing like Dana said, we have the quick ties now, which people seem to be really receptive to. We do our fly-ingo, which is like a bingo giveaway. We do probably the most important thing we're going to do tonight and every Thursday is what's your win, where something we'll explain a little better when we go through it, but just a time to share and to be more inclusive in this part of the community is enjoying each other's victories and struggling with each other when need be and lifting each other up. So, but yeah, tonight's going to be a little bit more, as we're not going to go through fly for the next couple weeks, but I'm going to take you through some of the kind of the starting points for the newer people we have in the group, because we understand that there's a broad range of people and their tying abilities. And so we're going to take you through right from the very start some very simple things we'll talk about as tools, resins, how to load a bob, and how to start thread on a hook. Very, very simple things, so that we hopefully have everybody in here ready to just rock and roll when we hit after Christmas, and we can just get on these patterns. Try to keep yourself kind of open-minded to the fact that although you might look at the pattern and be like, oh man, that's tough, I'm never going to be able to tie that. The truth is, we really we've thought through the flies, we've thought through the process of how we're going to do these. You might think, well, I can't tie it like you tied it, and that's okay, because guess what? The first time I tied it isn't the first time you see me tie it. There's dozens of flies time into that. So we'll take you through every one step by step, and that's the beauty of it.
I think a great example last year was Cole. He won the kit at the...
You sound a little echoey.
Is it just me?
No, I hear it.
Or am I coming from the depths of the echoes?
Sounds a little echoey. Blake, that's a good question. Yeah, this year there is no Norvice sponsor. We will probably tie on a few different vices throughout the season. But
How's that?
that sounds better.
That better? Okay.
But we're gonna, for the most part, and we said it last year, we weren't selling them because of who they were. We sold them because we thought they were probably one of the best products on the market. So we use them because we love them. So
Yeah, and they're oh yeah, I didn't see that. No Norvice this year. No, folks. There's no Norvice in the sponsorship category. Will we tie on a Norvice? Yeah. Do we love the Norvice product? The product is fantastic. Will we be trying to show you other vices? Definitely. Trying to get you some see what other vices do that aren't quite at that price point. But at the same time, maybe some vices that Colin has at his shop and he wants to pass off to us so that we can try it out here. Is the Norvice the best there is? That's a fact.
Yeah. But the beauty of it, honestly, is, guys, in that and kind of parting ways in the situation is like now we have the opportunity where we can show you that stuff because not everybody's stepping in at this price market on a vice. So it's good for us to show you. We've always talked about, especially like the bobbins. It's really hard to go back to a different bobbin once you've used a Norvice bobbin, but that's an affordable thing, something you can actually use on any vice. So we'll take you through some stuff this season. And if you have requests like, hey, I'm curious about buying this, if we can get our hands on it, we'll tie on it for you so you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of how the show business goes. But yeah, to talk about, so we talked about Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. And then we talked about, no, we didn't talk about, the next one in that reel was Fish Pond.
Yeah.
And this is one that we're super excited to have a part of the show because the relationship's been built over a couple years. And as some of you guys know, that Fish Pond sent a bunch of stuff for us to give away to you guys last year.
Yeah, tons.
As they wanted nothing in return. They just believed in the show and they believed in the community. And basically that is you guys. And that's, for us, it's very important when dealing with sponsors. If they're not taking care of you guys, that's not a fit for us here on the show because we don't want to grow this and have all these kind of hands monkeying around. What we want to do is have people who know how important that you guys are to us and they want to take care of you guys. And so that's Fish Pond, what they did last year. They liked what the show was. They liked what you guys, your participation in the show. And they're going to give it a go this year. So a big fan of their products. We don't chase down people that we don't use their products, that we don't believe in their products. We're very selective, which is why it's kind of hard to find sponsorship, is because, the need to have somebody that we use their product, that we can speak to it from using it, is super important to us, so that we're not just on here blabbering about some random piece of gear.
Yeah, Joe's Tire Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I do need new tires. All right. And then the third sponsor, this one is so freaking cool because it's probably something that you guys are like, what is Rec Base? And the last ad that we had in there, we had the opportunity to meet Darcy and Hope this fall when we were filming with Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, and we had a chance to stay at their Airbnb. And their Airbnb is located kind of west of Caroline. And so it would be like, it is almost on the Clearwater. Yeah. So you have like the Clearwater, the North Ram, the South Ram, the James River, the Prairie Creek is there.
Red Deer.
Beaver Lake, Phyllis Lake, Alfred Lake, Cow Lake is not too far from there.
The Red Deer is just south too.
Red Deer's just right there. So like, it's a really cool location for a bed and breakfast. No, it's not a bed and breakfast. Airbnb, sorry. And we had a chance to stay there. And so they have a main house. They have a couple cabins. They're always looking to grow that. And we kind of talked to them about the show and what you guys were and how awesome you guys were and the involvement. And they want to be a part of it. And they got a couple really big giveaways for the final with me and Tim because you'll bring us. Right?
Yeah, obviously. Better. Jeez.
Yeah, and so if people are traveling up here and you kind of want to hit our watersheds west of where we are right now, Rec Base, you can Google Rec Base Alberta on Google right now, and you can find out information about it. It is an Airbnb, and it does probably get booked really fast. So we're super happy to have them a part of the show because they're aligned with what we are here on Thursday Night Live Fly Time.
Super good people.
Okay, none of that was planned, but don't want to be a dick. Well, Blake, you've been a dick, and you're still here because we love you. Joe Maharishi, he crossed the line, but he is a freaking big, huge heart, and he is a great dude. Doug, thank you. Kits are awesome this year.
Yeah, awesome.
Great Christmas.
Great Christmas gift.
I'm just
for the
getting
kids.
over a bit of a cold and the flu here, so I got a bit of a nasal.
Is that for your dad to read?
Yeah, right. So this is great for kids. So if you're reading this,
Yeah.
if your kid posted this, so how do you get the kits? I shameful on me. I didn't have anywhere up here that says how to get a kit.
Okay. We can fix that.
Sort of. Hey Tim,
Yeah.
why don't you tell everybody a joke?
Oh, no. I won't, but there's somebody in here that will, and you know who you are.
A bad joke, Doug.
So you better post something in there. But I'll catch up here on some of the comments. So, yeah, I agree, Trevor. The kits are way nicer than an unorganized mess of a bench, which ours was today, but it's now clean. We're very excited about that. Yeah, so a lot of work goes into the kits, guys. It's, we do it because we think it's the easiest way for you guys to be involved and be part of it. But at the same time, something, Dana, I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but although we are doing quick ties as well, we provide like the recipes. So if you're not,
That's a good point.
If you're not
that's
here
what I can
to,
do. And I do have this set up. You keep telling your joke.
Yeah, my joke, not joke. But if you guys want to tie along, like we've never wanted the show to be something that was financially binding. Okay, so if you want to be involved, and you can do it as simply as looking at the recipe, and if you have the materials or make something work, then you just follow along and you still go at it. So it's not limiting to having to have the kit. I think the kit is a great idea, and it's a lot of work and process has gone into it to make it easier for you. But it's totally okay if you don't have it. Just grab some materials that you got out of your kit.
Yeah, that's a great point. Is like straight up, the kits help keep the show going. So if we don't ever sell kits, we'll probably be shoveling sidewalks at Walmart. Financially, the kits help for producing the show. Okay. If you can't, like we said at the beginning, it's a great point by Tim, is like, if you can't afford a kit, we have people in here who have bought a few extra kits this year, who we have sent them to people who we know couldn't afford kits, because that's the kind of awesome community that we have here at Thursday Night Live. If you can't afford a kit and you still, or you can afford a kit and you don't want to get a kit and you still want to hang out with us, we still want you here. So if you go to our website, flyfishandbowriver.com, okay, everybody's on their phone or their TV, pull out your laptop and follow along with me. And we'll kind of just wait till everybody dumps it in. Flyfishandbowriver.com. It's pretty easy. Type it in.
Good descriptive place and thing.
Yeah.
Fly
So,
fishing. Look at these
quick tie
pictures.
crew. So a lot of people, speaking about the quick ties, they just hang out here.
Yeah.
And so why is a live stream better than a YouTube video just on like how to tie a fly?
Well, the involvement here is that you can ask questions, right? So I'm tying, we have something we call SOS. You read SOS in the comments, we stop instantly and we answer your question. We help you through whatever you might need from me as a tyer and trying to teach you. And at the same time, it's just, from a tying perspective, that's very valuable to you as a consumer. But on the other side, it's the community, it's the commenting, it's the being involved in the show itself. But strictly watching our YouTube video of our quick ties is great. But a lot of people, what they do is they sit here, they just lay back, drink a beer, watch a show. They're going to see me tie, kind of get an idea for it. And then afterwards, they go watch the quick tie and they tie it that way. Because a lot of people don't want to miss out on being able to comment, I guess is what some of it is. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so everybody's there, flyfishandbowriver.com. Click on the Thursday Night Live tab. And then let's head over to Thursday Night Live season 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to come up. Okay, that's me and Tim are... I was going to say beautiful face.
Look at those. Whew.
Okay, as you scroll down, you kind of learn a bit about the kits, all the things that I told you. You can buy your kits here. We ship everywhere, so free shipping. Just click on here, buy it now, whatever. Oh, what's this? The Flangle cards are there, and nobody has one yet. I snuck that in.
Look, guys, you need to get on your laptops.
Yeah, that's weird because that's really important.
Yep.
So what Tim was talking about was this. So episode 1 is January 5th, and that's the near enough sculpin. Okay, all the fly recipe right here, and then the next fly is going to be the kinder, gentler mop fly, and the whole recipe is here. What's cool is after we're done the episode, you're going to click on this photo. That photo is going to take you directly to the quick tie. How awesome is that? If you have all your own material, boom, you just go tie the fly right there. Same with this one, the kinder, gentler mop fly. If you need to pre-plan, if you need to go through your bin before the episode, you go here. All this stuff is here for you guys. And it is here. The entire season is all here. And somehow those photos get larger every time I go down. Weird.
And there's the best fly we're going to
And that's what matters all. Okay, so that's it. Thursday Night Live Season 5. That is all the information. That is all you need for this winter. You'll learn 34 patterns. If you want to buy a kit, right here, you go buy a kit. We'll have that shipped out. Tomorrow, we'll get it shipped out. It should be there before Christmas because shippings have been going really well. But yeah, so that's all your resource.
What a resource.
What a resource.
A lot of work right there.
What we need to do is if you want to go get one of those books, I'll tell a joke.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so to answer a couple more questions that we have here. So Blake Teague says a couple things. So jokes aside, if Norvise is no longer a sponsor, will Tim still tie on one, and would you still recommend? 10 out of 10 recommend, 100% all day long. We use the Norvise before they sponsored, and at the end of the day, we'll still use it because it's the best. It's the best. For us, it's the best vice that we've used. Will we use other vices to show people different price points? 100%. But yeah, we used it because we loved it, not because it was a sponsorship. Blake also says, all I know is I bought one after seeing Tim use one, and I now have 4. So if they think they didn't get any value for their dollar, they're wrong. Well, that's something to take up on Norvise. Yeah, so Craig says I figured out what you can get me for Christmas, a Norvise bobbin. Thanks, Santa. I think he thinks Santa's on here because people keep talking like Santa's on here.
I hope he is.
I hope he maybe.
Two bearded men on one show.
Tom Pape looks like Santa.
It's true. That's true.
Okay. Another really epic resource is the website, which we just went over. But if you order a kit, you're getting this for free. And I don't know what the value is, but I know the amount of time that I spent building this manga comic book with all of our flies in there and all of the recipes. So all 34 patterns are in there, designed kind of around a comic book style. We had some awesome sponsors, Real Adventures for Kids. That was what I was getting at with Josie earlier. Alberta Fly Girl, Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, and yeah, the flies, the photos, the recipes. It's all directly linked with what we're doing here. So there's another awesome resource, and that goes in the kit. So if you order a kit, I throw it in there for free. I don't know what the value of something like that is, but
quite a bit.
Yeah,
You're getting your money's worth for sure.
I feel like we're on the shopping channel.
But wait,
there's more. Put up a timer. If you buy within 5 minutes. Okay, back to comments that are probably so old. I wanted to Norvise ever since. Yeah, Troy watches TNL and now he wants a Norvise, and I don't blame you because Greg Childers is here. Because Norvise is
Greg.
really fun to tie on.
Yeah, it truly is. And that's kind of the bummer about it, but that's why we said like we're true to what we said last year. We weren't just promoting them because they were a sponsor. We truly believe they're the best place on the market. That's what I'm not going to stop tying on one. That's for sure.
So Fish Pond Love comes in. Their nets. Yes,
Yeah.
I have 3 of their nets.
A few of those. Yep. The El Jefe.
Got the El Jefe.
El Jefe.
Ever.
Yeah,
I
great
see,
net.
honestly, just throwing it out there, and people can rip me apart, but I see guides on the Bow River just because it's where I guide without fish pond nets, and I'm like,
Question how much Varathane they use on their wooden one.
It's not even. It's like the wood I get, but like you can't. At like those like.
Yeah, the screw ones. Yeah, or like the extenders.
Yeah.
It's like, do you need to net at 33
Anyways.
feet?
Maybe you do.
Maybe.
Rec Bays are awesome, amazing people. They are. The place is awesome. The people are awesome because we know
Just like
what? It's always about the people.
Yeah. Good people.
Oh, vape. Eric's vape's battery died.
Just take up real cigarettes. I
Well,
hear
just
it's
go switch
hard
it.
to quit.
Just go switch it with the other batteries in the same shaped device in your closet. Have you guys
man,
ever
oh, man,
fished
oh,
the
man.
Little Red Deer River? 100%.
Yeah. I don't know, Wes.
Okay,
Sometime.
Doug's joke.
Okay.
Why are you always sick on weekdays only?
Ooh. Don't know. I wouldn't say no, Blake.
Blake. Well, that's a choice to make.
Oh, man.
Blake has gone above and beyond every
Oh,
single
man.
year.
Thanks, Blake. Stepping up, donating a kit to somebody who needs it.
If you want a kit and it's not in the budget or the whatever it is this year, send us a message, please. Like, send us a message.
Yeah.
TNL@flyfishingbowriver.com is our email. Send us an email. We'll see what we can do because I know there's other people in here that have already done it. There's people that did it last year too, and they just want kits in more hands, and they want you guys to have the same fun that they're having. Hey, Satherwood's here.
Joel, what's up, buddy?
Well, that was a fun wedding we shot this year.
Yeah.
Oh, so the finish to the joke is must be my weakened immune system.
Oh, well, he lives up to his name.
Bad
Yes, he
joke.
does. Bad joke, Doug.
Bad joke. It's a bad joke, Doug.
It's wonderful. It's just-
Isn't it?
It's great.
The instant interaction, I would say, plus everyone on. I'm loving this versus the plague. Yes, there's lots. So we have no agenda, especially this night. We do get to fly tying when we are in the episodes.
Yeah.
Six shirt Dana, bad joke Doug.
Roger's already ready for some outrageous torture you have in store for the lucky winners. You wait and see.
There's a book in it, yes. The book comes like this. If you
Yes.
bought it from Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, the books weren't in yet, so they're supposed to be mailing them to you. But they have the books now, so the books should be in the kit. If you got a kit and the books aren't in them, which all the ones I sent out should have had a book, fire me up. I will get you a book.
Yeah.
Got my card already for Flyingo. Okay, well, I'm just going to see if
Look at that. See
people
what's
have...
on.
I don't think anybody's gotten on the Flyingo. If you're on Facebook and you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, that really helps us out
Big time.
tremendously. So you can just head over there and say, hey, what's up? Like and subscribe.
We love these guys.
We love it.
What's up, guys? It's gonna like
We
this
love
here.
this.
Like, subscribe. Hit that little bell.
What's a really fun thing we do on the show, Tim?
What's a really fun thing?
Makes people really hungry.
Bacon cam.
All right, folks. Well, if you're new or if you're old or if you're just tuning in because your grandma told you to, this is something we do weekly, and it's called
The
Bacon Cam.
Woo! Look at that delightful.
That right
little
there is
sloppy
called
hole. Said that
stuff
wrong.
on the
It's
cream.
creamy.
It's moist.
It looks
And
moist.
it's the hole. And
Donut.
that right
Donut
there,
hole.
folks, is called monkey bread.
Monkey bread.
And
Oh.
see, I made that last Saturday.
Thought
And
you were gonna surprise me.
I was gonna surprise you with one of those later.
No thanks.
Yeah, so that's called the bacon cam.
WWJD.
And so that is Cam on the bottom left there, and that's Bacon Cam.
Bacon cam.
And if you do your job properly, you can get a Bacon Cam sticker.
Oh yes.
So every week we do something different. If your grandma bakes and wants to donate to the Bacon Cam, make sure you hit us
Tell her
up
to
because
butter her biscuits and send them over. Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Jeff loves the manga style fly recipe book.
Yeah, it's awesome. Seriously.
The book is priceless. That's actually true. Only 3. We're so far behind on it.
I know. We can tell we're so far behind.
Oh, go get a Flamingo card. You're going to want a Flamingo card, folks. And I told you where to get them if you would have followed me on the website at flyvisionbover.com /TNLS5. Jacob Reimer's in the house.
What's up, Jacob?
So, Trevor, you didn't miss it about the Flamingo. You just have to go download a Flamingo card.
Yep.
So you just go on our website, put your name, first name, last name, email, you click get your Flamingo card, and then Bob's your uncle. Not Bob Matters, because
No.
he's a
Different.
guest on the show.
Guest on the show. Oh, Dave. So I got Dave hooked on pink drinks, and he made fun of me
'Cause
for a
I
solid.
got you
like,
hooked on
you
pink
did.
drink, and you made fun of me.
I did, and now he's been making fun of me, and now he's drinking them. So
Well,
Feels good, feels
you can
good.
thank Matea for that,
Yeah,
who
they're
was
so good.
the one impersonating me. That was really Tim. That's in the nightstand. Oh, I love Eric.
man.
Eric shot his PB buck yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. The little keeps trying, but she just wants to tie pink and purple flies. Well,
Yeah, that's
we know the
story.
trout love purple.
They do.
It's a great question, Ryan. I have 4 March 25th in Olds, Alberta at Mayfair Cinema at noon. And so make sure you book Sunday off. And what I mean by booking it off is you get somebody to babysit your kids.
Yeah, definitely need to do that. I'm not going to say it was a runaway, but it is a good time.
It was a great time. What's cool about what we've tried to do with IF4 is not have an evening event during the week like most other things. We wanted to have that film festival feeling.
Yes.
So we did. I just got the
I thought you were building up some
monstrous
something here, yeah.
excitement. Ready?
or a burp.
Ready for an announcement to make.
Oh, announcements.
I wish you had to press buttons too.
I know. This is not as much fun.
Oh, okay. So that March 25th, noon at Mayfair Cinema. But remember, the party starts early because Rocky Mountain Fly Shop is bigger and better, and they're still just down the street. So
Yeah, literally.
the lineup doesn't need to sit outside. It can sit in the store. So we're going to come there. We're going to go shopping. We're going to go to IF4 at noon to 2, and then after 2, hopefully Trax is prepared for us this year because
we
every
overwhelmed
single one of you folks went over there to Trax after. And actually, because you guys are so awesome, they set a personal record for a single day sale on a Saturday.
That was
So we
incredible.
blew them out of the water. They weren't ready for us. So
Calling staff from Mexico.
yeah. Red Canoe Island, excited for the season. We are too. We appreciate you back. So sometimes YouTube have names we don't know because they're kind of like more brand names.
So maybe let us know.
The goalie says hi, Mr. Nolan.
What's up, Nolan?
Friggin' yum. Rosina
Yeah.
is fun too. Yes, we bring Rosina back. I believe
Great point,
she's
Joe.
still on the. And if it's your birthday, we also do birthday parties here.
Yes, we do.
See, Mike knows what the monkey bread is. Ben, you're on a diet. Okay, you told me you're carb unloading.
Unloading. Oh, man.
Okay, Dale picked up his kid at Rocky
yeah,
Mountain
yeah.
Fly Shop. Yeah, so they should be mailing you a book. If they don't, I'll mail you. I believe we talked today on the phone, Dale. He wants to know about starting thread on the hook and how to get it down there. So we're going to get to that right away, and we'll come back to the comments. Yes, diabetes just from, well, if you bring your insulin to Thursday Night Live, folks, because you're going to need it. I got my Doors of Doom. I cannot wait.
Oh man, you wait. Just wait.
So James says helping at Christmas Angels today. And a 12-year-old boy has only one thing on his wish list. He would like to fish. What do you suggest to start a keen boy whose family is challenged? A lake. A stocked trout pond. Dixon trout pond?
Yeah. Something that's a guaranteed success.
Yeah.
Enter name for new game.
Gets you in right away. Okay, right. We're going to get to some tips and tricks here. So, let's do something that we've never done before.
I do carb unloading every morning after coffee.
So explain the returning player's code. That's a new feature. So what you need, they'll give you a code. Okay, because last year everybody's like, I lost my card. I can't find the email. And it was causing a lot of like, I didn't have the time. Didn't have the capabilities of finding your card. But now if you lose your card, you don't have to go enter your grandma's email. You just have that code that you go re-enter, and that will give you your card.
That makes sense.
Easy enough.
Easy enough.
If that helps.
Bruce.
I do carbon load. Yeah, that's a good point. I've caught up the start of TNL, the end of the show. We don't know, Ken.
Middle.
But somehow we wondered how we would go a 2-hour show tonight.
It's always easy. Always easy.
Okay, still going on. I think we're a bit from the end. We are never close to the end.
You'll never know.
But yeah, so get your bingo cards. Where's that? All right. So flyfishingbover.com/TNLS5. Okay, so that is going to get you here, and it's going to say claim your free bingo card here. First name, last name, email. It's free, and every single week we play Fly-Ingo. Okay, so we have a system. We call it out. There's a winner. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 winners, and you're tied. We have a way of doing that. We have a tiebreaker. And then if you're new and you get through all of that, your life's about to go to misery. But we will explain that when it happens to Trevor McPhee tonight.
Because it will happen.
Yeah. Oh, I hope a new person gets it.
Man. Of course. Oh,
Okay,
man.
so let's head over to Tim and let's
Yeah.
do a couple things.
Sure. I'm going to switch over my mic here. Yeah. There you are. All right, guys. Well, we're just going to, like we kind of discussed earlier, we want to go through a couple of things. What is this? Music? Okay.
Tim.
Anyways, staying focused.
It's getting us pumped for Omaha next year.
Yeah, apparently. Let's need some butter chicken. So we're going to go through a few things on basically just like beginner things to get us going on, simple things, loading a bobbin with thread, how to start, your thread on your hook, just simple things as wrapping a couple materials, just things
Okay,
so that
hang on.
hopefully-
We got Michael Robertson wants us to start over.
Start the whole thing.
All right,
Whole
bring the girls back.
Well, I'm sorry, Mike, but you will be able to watch this.
That's a good point.
Stored here before too long.
In about an hour, you can rewatch it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to find, you're going to see me on this show most of the time. I'm going to be tying on a Norvise bobbin, but I'm going to grab just a standard bobbin to show you guys how to load some thread. And then I'll show you how I load it on my bobbin that I'll be using, because I know a lot of you guys use them as well. And then we're just going to kind of go through just a few things. Then we'll go do Fly-Ingo, and we'll come back. We'll finish with a couple more, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to open this up. So just have a very...
Hang on. Jeff called SOS.
How
Maybe
can you-
just time to tell people what SOS is.
Well, I did already. You weren't even listening to me.
I never do. Okay.
SOS.
Screw you, Jeff.
Again, it means... It's okay, Jeff. Whatever you need, just you can say SOS, but you kind of got to let us know why, and let us know when we can start again. Very standard bobbin here, okay? Okay. Very, very simple one. You're going to have thread. Try to get this to focus. This is not going to
No, you
hide
can do
behind
it.
it.
Oh, there it
we go.
is.
Okay, bobbin, that. We're going to, you can see how there's a hole in each end. We're going to open that bobbin. Okay. Now, simply, we need to get that thread through the tube in the bobbin. So if I start it in there.
It's so attracted to your face. Maybe if we put a sheet over your face.
I started. It wouldn't be the first time.
A bag, a warm paper bag.
Come on. So all I did is I stuck that in the tube, okay? And there is bobbin threaders that can help with this, but honestly, if you start it in there, stick it in your mouth,
Suck it.
suck in, boom. Okay, thread comes through.
Blake, are Tim's levels good now?
Better.
Lick it before you stick it. You do. You need to lick
do,
it
you
before
do.
you stick it.
It needs to be moist.
And then suck it.
Suck it. Okay, so nothing changes on a Norvise bobbin except for a lot of things. So a Norvise bobbin has this this device here. This is what basically is our the auto bobbin part, and then it has the shaft, the holder, whatever you want to call it. So what I do,
I think we'll stick with the shaft.
I knew you would. I'm just gonna trim this off so that it's
Yes, you will. The shaft.
the shaft. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the more standard bobbin. Gonna get a little bit moist. I'm gonna start it into the shaft, the tube in the shaft. I'm gonna. What is this guy singing? Okay, gonna get this in here, and once I get it through,
Kids watching, Tim, just
I know.
remember.
so it's come through. Okay, now what I have to do on this Norvise bobbin that I wouldn't do on an other bobbin is I actually have to go around that post twice.
Do you want me to switch cameras?
That'd be great, actually. I'll
Might
do
have
that
to
again. so you
zoom
can see
out
it.
on that camera for you. Is anyone's birthday today?
It's gotta be. All right. Well, that is very small. Okay, so I have to create proper tension on this bobbin. I basically the most important thing I have to do is I have to remember that when I do this, I have to have 2 wraps. Okay, so I have to put it through there once, twice, and then I can open this and put it on the holder on each side. And then if I've done that properly, it'll build proper tension going in and going out. So now you can see if you look at the auto bobbin side, I can pull thread out, let it back in, and pull thread out, let it back in. That is the beauty of this system here. Okay. So those are the first couple things we're gonna need to do when we start tying. Okay, we got to load a bobbin with some thread. So now that we've got that, I'm gonna grab a hook here. We'll talk about putting a hook in the vise. I'm just gonna grab whatever of a hook here. Okay, pop that guy out there. There's different jaws that can be used in this Norvise. You'll see me kind of use different ones throughout the show. A hook goes in. This specific one is a clamp style. Some of them, like a Regal, have like a squeeze down, and then that opens up a jaw, and then you slide it in. This one, I adjust this knob for tension. If it's still too tight to put down, put it in. Basically, the most important thing is once I have it in, I want it to be pretty level. Like this is actually like my pet peeve if it's not perfect. But once it's in there, I should be able to just put my finger and do this on it. If it moves it,
Blake.
and more. Oh man, yeah, they did actually. I should be able to do this without moving that. Okay, if I move that, then it's a no-go. I need to put it in another way. And that's something you're gonna find with more inexpensive vices or vices that might even come with a kit, like a Wapsie kit or something. The honest truth is they're just not high quality, and the most frustrating thing in fly tying is if you have poor jaws on whatever vise you're using and the hook slips. So you're gonna lose motivation to tie. Ask Dana, he's had that problem with a previous vise before we started going on the Norvises, and yeah, now he loves tying again because it's enjoyable to do if you have the right material.
Yeah,
or the
so
right,
like
the right gear.
a cheap vise is one that is unable to hold the hook. All the other stuff is like tires and turbo and
Tires and turbo.
Well, it's extra. Like
I like it. That's good. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about. I'm going to use a little bit bigger thread here so you can see it. Starting thread on the hook. Okay, obviously a pretty important way to start tying any fly. We're going to start throughout the season. We'll start depending on the fly. We might start our thread in different places. But for this one, I'm going to come right up to the eye of the fly. So personally for me, instead of pushing the thread on the near side, so on my side of the hook, I always like to come around. I come up and I basically fold the hook in the line, okay, in the thread. Once I've done that once, the key here is I hold on to a tag and I need to wrap back over top of it, okay? So I make my first couple wraps so that my tag doesn't slip. And now as I wrap rearward, you can see I'm tying down over top of that tag end. so that if I just pull on this now, even though I let go of the tag end, it's not going to move because that tag end is closed in. Okay, so in this instance, I'd be perfectly fine to trim off my tag, and now I'm ready to move on and keep tying with my tying.
Yeah, so
fly.
just double checking with Dale just to make sure, because that was a question like he personally asked, to see if he got that. So if he can just comment, let us know. And another question came in is, I have a Dyna King. It has grooves in the jaw. Do you know how to set it? Does the hook go in the grooves?
Yeah, so what you do want to do if you have a groove, it depends on the size of your hook. So lots of times the groove is set back, and it's set back because it's there for a streamer hook or something a little bit larger. So if it's set back a little bit in the jaw and you have a bigger hook in, yes, you're going to want to fit that into that groove. If you don't, and if it's a smaller hook, you're probably going to want to move it forward so it's out more closer to the tip. But if my groove's back here and I have a streamer hook on, I would slide it back. Or really any hook that's big enough to warrant it. You can see on these jaws, they kind of have a point. And some jaws do have, these ones actually do have a groove in them, but the groove is, on these ones there's for shank. These are the shank jaws that Norvise makes. So they're just a little bit different, but the good question, that's what I would assume. But you're gonna know based off of where that groove is. And some vices actually have like multiple grooves. They'll go like 1, 2, 3, and lots of times they have a little arc in them, and that's just to mimic the bend of the hook where you set it in. All right. Okay, so the next thing we wanted to talk about, pretty simple moving forward from here. I'm just going to show you what a gathering wrap looks like, okay? So we're going to use this for pretty much putting any material that we're going to use onto the hook. So we're going to use it whether it's chenille or whether it's feathers of some kind or whatever. I'm just going to grab a little bit of micro chenille here, and I'll show you with this. So a gathering wrap is called a gathering wrap because it's doing exactly what it says. If I come in with a material and I lay it down on top of the hook, okay, a gathering wrap states that I'm coming over top. I'm going to build some tension on top of that material, okay? And if I cinch down once and hard, it's gathered the material, it's stuck it to the top of the hook, then I can put a few more wraps down on top of it to secure it into place, okay? Now a little trick, and I'll go over these tricks lots as we go throughout the season, but one of my favorites in helping is a lot of people want to go like this. They go, okay, I go to do my first wrap, but my thread is kind of all over the place. You can see it's got a little loop in it there, and it doesn't really want to sit down. So a lot of times the reason for that is my thread has unwound or has wound up in the wrong direction. So if I want that thread to jump back towards my fingers, okay? So if I want it to jump back when I make my wrap, I'm gonna spin it towards my fingers. So I just take my bobbin, spin it towards my fingers, okay? Now watch what happens this time. Done a little spin. Now when I go to wrap, look what happens. It jumped back. It jumped rearward instead of wanting to flop out over here. So you can still has that in it, wants to jump rearward. If I were to go the other way, so let's say I spin it away from my fingers, I come into wrap, look at this. It goes way out in front instantly, okay? Just a super simple little trick. Always spin it towards the fingers that are holding the material. It's gonna wanna jump rearward. You can gather on top of it, get it in place, and you're happy, okay? So that is what we're calling the gathering wrap, guys. That's gonna be used pretty much the entire season, multiple materials all the time. Want to gather material, get them put onto your hook, okay? We're gonna talk throughout the season.
Oh, Jordan's got a good question. All I want to do is answer it.
Okay, go ahead.
Well,
answer the question.
What I want to do first of all is come into this with you, Tim.
Okay, do it.
Pick me and you. Let's do comments first. All right. Well, Blake, we love you.
You're always good about speaking your mind.
Yep. And honestly, it's a good point. If you don't have friends who can speak their mind,
That's true.
they're literally enemies because they're withholding important information from you. But so I want to touch a couple of things. Questions were, was the page not found after entering their fly Ingo? And so Andy had it right, is you have to go to season 5. I'm sorry, I left that up on the Thursday Night Live page. I have to remove that. That was last year's. So if you go to TNL S5, that link works to get you your bingo card, I believe. And yeah, if you don't have a bingo card in your email, then just go to your junk mail because it will be there too. Okay, cool. So to touch on shore, they've said they want to be back in. So we're just
Waiting to see.
waiting for 2 months. Okay, so Jordan said, is there one thread you'd recommend to buy to tie most of the flies for the season? I like using Nano Silk 70 in white and use markers to change the color, but I'm open to picking up something else if you have a different recommendation.
It's a great question, Jordan. I would answer it pretty simply. If what you're doing is perfectly fine, that Nano Silk is going to work for the majority of what we're doing, except if we're tying streamers, we want to beef up our thread, okay? Nano Silk is strong, but it's also thin. So if you pull hard, it'll actually cut materials like hair, foam, all that kind of stuff. So
And it requires a lot of wraps to build up.
It's true. So sometimes we want to build up some wraps in a big hurry. So I would suggest this. What you're going to see me tie with the majority of the season, I might tie with some Nano if I'm tying something small. But most of the time, my personal preference here is this. I'm a UTC guy, okay? Try to make that focus. UTC. If I could have 6 thread for everything, and I say 6 just to cover 2 different sizes, UTC 140, UTC 70, I would go black, white, and olive in 70 and in 140, and that would cover you for pretty much everything you need. Caveats to that are this. Small dry flies, small nymphs, I do like to use some Nano that's small, and if I'm tying a big streamer, I like to go something with a 200 denier because then I can put more tension on it and still have the width. Those are the caveats, but if I had to go out and buy 6 threads that would get you through the entire season, it's going to be something in a 70 or a, what would that be, a 3/0, and then something in a 140, and like a 6/0 or 8/0. Okay, so that'll get you through, and then the 3 colors I say is olive, black, and white because that'll pretty much cover you on any fly color. And if it doesn't, you're right. Markers on white thread.
Honestly, though, like thread is $1 to $3.
It's not an expensive thing.
Right?
Yeah.
So if like for these nymphs and you get Nano Silk, like it'll blow Cam's mind. He would be in the game longer.
He would never break thread.
No.
Nano Silk was a game changer for me. Anything small I tie now, or anything that like our leeches and stuff, like it's incredible to use because it's strong. It won't break even though it's super thin.
Well, and the thing is if you get used to tying with it, it's so small and strong, and then you grab another thread and you apply way too much pressure and you start breaking thread all over again. So
yeah.
But yeah, that Semperfly stuff is
Nano, Semperfly or Vivus makes a good one too.
They do?
Yeah, Vivus, that's the one I normally use is Vivus.
The Nano Silk?
Yeah. Vivus Nano Silk, they make it too. This isn't the Nano Silk, but this is the brand. But yeah. Semperfly is.
Rodrigo from the Ace of the World down in Patagonia.
What's up, Rodrigo?
What's up, my friend? Welcome back to season 5. We haven't seen you since season 4.
Yeah, it's like a whole half a year ago.
All right. So yeah, to answer questions, that's what we're doing. If none of that made sense and you're lost, let us know. If all of that's like, wow, I already knew this, great. Cool. And then maybe we can do something else for you guys. And we're going to play bingo here shortly. So if you haven't downloaded your bingo card, make sure you do. But you know what? Because this year we got a couple new sponsors and our sponsors are all super awesome. Let's just jump in and let's say thanks to our sponsors.
Our vision for it is for people to come out here to enjoy the spot and to find peace, I guess. Like, a lot of people ask us if we're going to get Wi-Fi out here, and we're like, no, like this is a place to disconnect and reconnect with your family and with yourself and just find quiet.
All right. So Rick Flink's peacing out because it's his bedtime. And we appreciate you tuning in for the episode zero. We'll see you next Thursday on a Christmas episode.
Yes, Christmas.
Yeah, so we've got no more questions about what. Oh, no, we don't. Everybody's just here. Much love,
Cody.
Cody's wife.
That's great.
GSP is great for streamers.
Yeah, GSP is great for streamers.
It is really good. Yep.
It's heavy.
Ciao.
Ciao. Yeah.
Okay, well, a big reason that we do this is to iron out the kinks for us because there is a lot of gear going on back here, and we just have to make sure it all works again. So when we go for real, well, it's all for real. For real.
For reals.
What is the Doors of the Doom? Sounds scary. Well, Sean, you just hang on to your riches there, little fella.
Yeah.
Let's go over the whip finish tool, Tim.
Yeah.
Let's go over the whip finish tool.
Yep.
On our YouTube, we do have a great video about the whip finish, but yes, let's.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do the half hitch, the whip finish, and then we'll go fly and go. Sound good?
Will you have Ninja Bread cookies on your bacon cam? Bacon cam.
Ninja bread.
Well, if you send us a picture and the recipes, that's what you guys can also do. If you want to be featured on the baking cam, that's a couple housekeeping things, Tim. I got them right here.
Just do them. Let's get them out of there.
If you wanted to be featured on the baking cam, what you can do is send photos, like the whole process of the baking, whatever you want, and send the recipes so that other folks here can maybe make that too. Recipes like the flies. So our flies have recipes and we have photos. We want photos of your baking and we want the recipe. And so we'll feature them. As of right now, we have nobody who has sole proprietor ownership of the baking cam. And last year we featured a bunch of stuff that you guys did. And that was pretty cool. A lot of kids got involved. We also got to do that about like what nights are what. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, you hear me? Bake, send in photos, send in recipes, and Tim's gonna show you how to whip it real good.
Whip it real good. All right, let's show the cheating method first. And I love this because as a beginner, the whip finish isn't an easy thing to grasp. Okay, and that's okay if it isn't, because trust me, anyone who ties has struggled with the whip finish. What I do like to teach is the half hitch. Now, what is a half hitch? There's this, what I'm going to show you with is a half hitch tool, but you don't need a half hitch tool.
On a scale of 1 to 3, what are the tunes tonight, folks? 3 being the best, 2 being absolute banger, and 1 being this is awesome.
2.76.
They're all awesome. See, Cody said it best. Wives, buy the kit. Your husband will leave you alone on Thursday nights. So worth it.
So worth it. That's a fact.
Until he's had a few whiskeys. And he comes to bed giggly from Thursday Night Live. Okay, Tim, sorry.
Okay. Whip finish, sorry. This is a half hitch tool, okay? But what you could just as easily do, I don't have one up here, but if I had a pen, you could take like a Bic pen, pull it apart, as long as you've got something with a hole in the end.
And sometimes whip finish tools have that on the end of it.
Yeah, actually, I can probably show you that. This one probably has one. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Okay, so your whip finisher often has that on the base, okay? So how do I half hitch? Let's say I've got a nice fly, finished tying it, now I want to
But also a half hitch is great for securing your work.
It is, yes. So if I was tying, I would just grab my fingers and I would wrap around. And basically all it is an overhand knot, okay? If I'm in the middle of tying, that's what I do. If I'm going to finish off my fly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tool, okay, because it's super easy. I'm going to lay my tool on my thread. Let's do it so you can see it. So I've just laid this on the thread. I'm going to go around once, twice, and then the goal is to stick the end of the tool over the eye of the hook so the thread slips off. So you can see that thread coming down. Slips off the end, secures right there, okay? If you do a couple of those, see how fast it can be, okay? Just a couple of times around and on. If you do a couple of those, 3 of those, that is every bit as secure, especially with some resin, as the whip finish is going to be. And that's a lot easier when you're first learning, because it is frustrating if your fly falls apart after doing all the work that's led up to that. So I understand, and you'll see me use the whip finish. There's a lot, or the the half hitch. There's a lot of flies that I prefer to use a half hitch over, where there's a lot of stuff happening at the head. It's easy just to sneak that thread in to get it tied a nice knot.
Trevor says that's what those random tube tools are for. Random it is, but what I want you guys to remember is as you're learning to do the whip finish, you can straight up blow apart a fly. I can't believe I haven't got out of costume yet. I guess that's just me for the rest of the year.
We're an hour 20 in. You're wearing a wig. You started with one, so.
No, I meant the glasses, Tim.
Oh.
No, I'm not wearing a wig. I'm not wearing a wig.
Oh yeah, I mean that's totally totes.
Your hair is stuck in the back of your head.
Yeah, I'm not wearing glasses either.
So, what we need to remember here is if you're learning, I'm not in the camera.
Never
Let's do. We haven't done this one yet. I like this one. If you're not, so if you're new to whip finishing, you're like, I'm gonna whip finish this fly. Great, boom, falls apart, fly destroys. Half hitch is really easy, okay? And so what I suggest is half hitch before you go whip finish.
That's a good
Because
point.
it will save your work at that point of no return. And then you can go and practice your whip finish. And Bob's your uncle. And not Bob Matters.
Bob's your uncle. Oh, man. All right. Let's do.
I like Blake. I like where Blake's going here.
Yeah, Blake's he's got good ideas tonight.
Blake, let's talk about this. Let's seriously talk about this as we have a couple weeks before episode 1 starts, but then we could do something here.
Yeah, I think so. I like it.
All he's thinking about all the time is helping other people, and that's what's
true.
freaking awesome.
That is true.
Okay, so we didn't do whip finish.
No, let's do that quick.
Okay, back to the
Let's do
Hey,
this.
You're gonna know we get way off track all the time.
Space Cadet here over
And
here.
you don't want to miss the end of the show because that is the best part of the show. I promise you, if you're hesitating and your wife's calling you or your husband's calling you or your parents are calling you, wait till the end of the show. We won't go past 9 o'clock our time. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
You're going to want to see that.
Yeah, you are.
Not the right thing.
Still something. Okay, there we go. Okay, so guys, gotta turn the lights back on.
Oh, sorry. Dean asked the question about dubbing, and we won't forget. I'm writing it down.
Write it down. Okay. Whip finish. Okay. Funny looking little tool. Most of them are shaped quite similar. Let's see if I have another one here. Most of them are pretty much the same. Some of them have a little bit different shapes to them. Some of the older ones look different. Most newer ones look just like this. Maybe different sizes. Sometimes this shaft is longer for if you're doing it on whip finishing back on a bigger fly, whatever. But this is what it looks like, okay? So I'm going to take you through this real slow. Pull that thread back on your bobbin towards yourself, okay? So you can see the thread. I'll kind of tip it up for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stab. Okay, I'm going to stab with the hook. So you got the hook on the front. Whatever that top one is, you're going to stab on it, okay? Then I'm going to wrap around that back piece. Okay, so all I've done is stabbed, wrapped. Now watch what happens here. After I stab, I'm going to pull my thread forward, and what it's going to cause this to do is rotate. Okay, rotate, boom, 4.
The number 4.
If you can see the number 4, well, it's a number 4 for me, it's a 9 for you, I think. But if you can see that transition happen, okay, so I'll do it again slow. So I'm going to come back to this. I stab, I wrap, I let it rotate around. See how it slides into that notch, okay? That's what that notch is there for. That hook is there to hold it in. Once I get my 4, okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hand, because this hand's controlling the thread. I'm going to bring that thread onto my side of the hook, and I'm going to bring it right down to the eye. Okay, so now I'm left with this. It's nice and tight. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate around. So this part spins on the shaft, okay? Rotate, rotate, rotate. I can do it as many times as I want. Really, a couple, 3 turns is going to be plenty. Okay, so we'll do it again one more time real slow. So you can see, tip it up, stab, around the back, wrap, let it rotate towards the hook, get my 4. Okay, so when you're looking at it, it should be a 4. Slide my thread, not out here. Okay, so that's what happens, it's going to slip off. So once I've made that rotation, oh my gosh, now I got myself all in a tizzy.
And if you overthink it, it goes...
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm doing here. If you overthink it, it just goes to crap. So I take this, I fold it on the near side of the hook, so I'm securing where I want it to be. Because if I want it to be over here, I can do it over there too. Okay, pull it down to the hook, start my wrap. 1, 2, 3. Then I bow to it, so I lean, so it comes off that side first, And then I have tons of control. No matter where this hook is, I can control. I let that come all the way down, and I slide the hook out. So in real time, it should be really quick. Okay, that's the whip finish. Practice. We do have a video on YouTube as well, so you can go back
and
watch
as
it.
we go in the season, this is stuff we don't just like. We're not showing you this because we just take off, and it's like, well, now time to just rock and roll. Yeah. But we will go over it as
many times
every week, every time you need help with it. Just kind of want to talk about Blake again, but it's a good point. He said he had a really hard year this year, and it's time to turn around. And I always say to people, the best way to get out of a funk is to do and give and be something for other people, because it's the most selfish thing that you can do, because it fulfills you the most. And so it's a big part of what TNL is what you guys will see throughout the year is just people giving back to other people on the show, wanting to see people they've never met have joy or succeed or do something like that. So it is really cool, and Blake is a huge part of that here on Thursday Night Live. So my phone is ringing.
Who dat?
It's spam. We love you, Blake.
Yeah,
and we're here if you need to chat, buddy. John made it for Blango. Okay, so let's talk about a dubbing loop. Let's make a dubbing loop. Questions are like, how much to put on? Is wax appropriate? Do you need wax? And I think that's all dependent on what dubbing you're using.
Yeah.
And I would always say less is more.
I'm going to tell you I don't have any dubbing in here, so if you wanted to grab me some, that'd be cool.
Well, Tim, we know where the best dubbing is.
Well, guys, it happened on the first show. No, it's not happening yet. Save that for later. Dubbing loops are pretty simple here, guys, but what I'm going to do, imagine that I'm going to just, not imagine, you can watch me, I'm going to restart my thread, okay? So, restart my thread. It's on the hook shank, okay? Dubbing loops are, again, one of those things that people kind of fear. Not really too sure why. They can be really quick, really easy to work with, and a great way to apply material. You see this guy here? This is a dubbing tool. This one's made by Loon. Really like this one, but there's a ton of them out there. They're really a simple tool. This one is just designed so you can add, if you wanted to. I'll show you here. Just another attachment. This one can go on here for some streamer stuff we do with the clamp instead. But this is what it looks like, okay? So the key to this is going to start this way, okay? I'm going to grab 2 fingers, okay? Let's say I want my dubbing loop to be like 3.5. That's like 6 inches, right? 6, 3, whatever. About this distance, okay? Nothing too big, about like 4 or 5 fingers worth, okay? So wherever the space that I want the dubbing loop to be on the fly, I'm going to come back around, okay? I'm going to take a couple wraps the whole time I'm holding this thread tight. I'm going to wrap back on top. Okay, I'm going to wrap back on top of that dubbing loop. So now it's secured. It can't move. No thread's going to come out. It's where it is. Okay, simple as that. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dubbing tool, and you can see, okay, I'm just going to attach it onto there, let it sit. Okay. And then what I'm going to do here on a Norvise is I would do that half hitch, okay, that I talked about. Just because I want to get this out of the way, I do have the bobbin cradle over here. It's kind of one of the features. So I just get it out of my way so I can work with this dubbing loop. Now the question was, do I use wax? What's the protocol here? And it really does depend on the type of dubbing you're using and what fly you're tying. If I'm tying, for instance, so Dana grabbed me some hairline.
Bad dubbing.
So the terrible dubbing. But this stuff, let's say I'm doing a hare's ear, okay? Not a great color for it, but let's say I'm doing it. I'm going to grab, this is probably some of my favorite stuff here. I like this, really simple, dubbing wax. I don't like thread with dubbing or with wax on it. That's just a personal preference. If I want wax, I'm going to put it on. Okay, so let's say I'm going to apply just a little bit of wax, and don't overdo it because you don't need a lot. Most of the time it's dabbing over getting in here and stroking it on. I'm just going to dab that a few times. Okay. That just basically creates a little bit of stick. And the purpose of that with using a dubbing like this is that I can basically just touch it on the thread and it's gonna stick. So if I got some dubbing, okay, I'm gonna break it apart a little bit.
We're still waiting on a manicure.
Yeah, it's coming. I'll stop chewing my nails someday. Okay, I'm just gonna set it in that loop. You can see all I've done, I'll try to tip it up so you can see. All I've done is I've set it in there. I'm gonna take another little pinch. I'm gonna set it in there. This is really, you wouldn't normally use this dubbing on a dubbing loop. I can't really think of a purpose that I would do it, but we're gonna do it anyways. So I'm gonna put way more than I would if I was tying like something small, but just for the purpose of showing you.
So
Okay.
did you say loop versus like a noodle?
Yeah, this is a loop, guys, not a noodle. I'll show you a noodle in a minute. Okay, that's a really simple one, but this is a loop. Okay, so all I did is I let that close, so you can see it's closed on top of this. And if I needed to, I could come in here and I could probably pull a little bit and even that out. Okay. Now, if I'm gonna do it up here so you can see it, but all I'm doing here is I'm spinning this. Normally I would come down here and just spin it really fast, and it would really spin this up. But I'm just gonna do it up here kind of slow so you can see the materials. So what's happening is that thread is now binding down. I'll do it really quick.
No, I'm just loving the beats.
What that's done is that's bound that in there. So I'm gonna do it one more big spin down here. Okay, so now it's roped it up. Okay, so if I was doing like a leech, I would probably brush this out a little bit. So if I grabbed one of my brush tools, I would come in here, I would brush it out, get it kind of pulled out so it's not all trapped, like so, and then I would go like this. Well, if you have a rotary function, you can do that, or you just wrap it up. Okay, and I would wrap that dubbing on the hook. And then to finish off my dubbing loop, I always have to secure that, because that on its own is not secured to anything. So I'd bring my thread back. I got to go behind it. Okay, behind, in front, behind, in front. Secure it down, and then I'm okay to go ahead and trim out that loop. And now, if I take a few thread wraps back, I know it's secure. I could come in here, I could brush that out. It actually doesn't look too bad. It could be like a stonefly, something. That is your dubbing loop, guys. And we are going to use dubbing loops this year for sure. So we'll take you through that again as we go to it. But contrary to that, let's just do a real quick one here. I use a little bit of dubbing. This is going to be a dubbing noodle, okay? We use noodles way more than we use.
Chaz said fish that thing for goldeye. Yeah, he would.
You would catch goldeye. What I'm done here is I just grabbed a little pinch of dubbing in my fingers, and what a noodle is this. I grab a little pinch, I go on, and it's like you're playing a tiny violin, okay? Like this. So I'm spinning my fingers like so.
Notice, disclaimer, only go one direction.
One direction. If I go like this.
Often people, they shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, shake it.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, shake it.
And it creates this loose, it's like this, it stays off the thread.
Yep. We're essentially trying to rope it just like we did this, except normally we're doing this on nymphs or dry flies where we want a really tight rope, and it's a much more precise movement than this one is. But let's say I want to do a nice little dubbing noodle just at the head of this fly. So I would do nice touching wraps moving forward, covering up my previous thread. Okay, and I would bring myself perfectly right up to the eye. I'm actually liking the look of this thing. It's turning into something. Then I could come in, I could whip finish.
It kind of looks like Cam.
What is that supposed to mean?
It does.
Okay. And just like that. So there you go. You can see side by side the difference between what we're trying to achieve. Most of the time with a dubbing noodle, we want it to look tight and neat. Sometimes we will brush it out, but very rarely. And then our dubbing loop, we normally have more material. We want to cascade it up, wrap it up, whatever, up the shank of a hook, and we have a little bit different look to it. So that's one versus the other. Hope that answers the question.
And so why don't you show them a cool little tool they can make at home if they own a tongue depressor?
Ooh, a tongue depressor. We do have some of those. Multi-purpose too. All we've done is put a little piece of Velcro on the back, okay? This would be the male end of the Velcro. And then for this tool, it's actually Velcro is one of the best.
I don't know if you could say that anymore.
Well, I did, so.
Well,
Screw it. This is one of the better, because you can watch here. I can kind of back comb it, and you'll see how much that fluffs that up. It's a very great tool. It's probably actually way better than a brush. I like it for pulling out material. Just like that. Easy peasy cheap. A couple bucks maybe. You can make 100 of them. Just like that. And that is our goldeye fly. We like the extra hook on here, the long shank.
That is, well, it gets
to sting them.
Gets them better that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some comments have come in about using I believe one said a whip finish tool can be used to spin as well. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, good.
There's multiple different dubbing spinner tools, from the one you saw to more like archaic looking weird wire ones.
Yeah.
But Fly Fisher 54 said something cool. It's happy to have his TNL fam again. It's been a really hard year. His wife of 38 years has been moved to assisted living due to onset of dementia. And
Sorry to hear that, brother.
that is very hard to hear. And this is why the show is so fun and it's so powerful, because it gives us the place to hang out and just come and dump the burdens off, tie some flies. It's kind of exactly what fly fishing is it's that serenity piece. When we go fly fishing, we can kind of just like let things go. And that's the kind of atmosphere that we want to have here on Thursday Night Live. And keep that going through season 5, is just that ability to be a safe place. There's been some big shares in here already, some that we'll talk about at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a place where people here cheer for you. They cheer you on, and they're always an ear to listen if things aren't going well. So we're glad to have everybody who's back here. Looks like everybody's still here that was here at the beginning.
Yeah.
A couple people came, a couple people left.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll take a couple more questions here. Then we're going to move right into Flying Goat and all the good stuff that comes along with that. If there's no more fly tying questions, and there's no birthdays, because we do have something fun if it is your birthday. I feel like
That's
this
true, too.
Needs to be.
What's that? Your beard or your breasts? Can't tell what you're touching. My angle.
Well, we'll just keep it that way. Do you want to switch back, or do you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Back on this mic.
Well, that's really soft and sultry again. The other one was picking up a lot of the ambient sound from around us.
I see.
All right, where are the Flango cards? Well, if you're late, the Flango cards are over on our website at flyfishingbowriver.com/TNLS5. Okay, so what we need to know is something to think about for next Thursday is the costume themed nights throughout the season. So there's 17 episodes, correct?
Correct.
So we need, do you need to do something, Tim? So what we need from you guys is input. We do things like 70s night, 80s night. We do, what else did we do? Can't remember. We did a lot of different things.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone night was pretty awesome. So as I'm planning all of the events for the season and trying to figure out what we want to do is for you guys to be willing participants in dressing up for those, because when you do dress up for those, it's a lot more fun.
And there might be prizes.
And there always is prizes. And speaking of prizes,
the prizes are right.
I want to talk about something that's going to be a little sweeter for people who bought kits this year, because you invested in the show with your kit, the prize category is going to be a little sweeter for you, okay? And so what you might have realized is in your kits, you've received I don't want to give it away. I don't want to like show people's. It doesn't ever work for me. You know, you've got it. Well, on yours, it'll say, please keep this ticket. So I've kept all the ones here that we've sent out. And we got the whole raffles here. So, you know, you'll have some of these tickets. I don't want anybody to screenshot these. But mostly, there's going to be special things for you guys.
That is very cool.
So when we did things last year like, hey guys, 40% off Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, boom, guess what? That's only going to be for the people who bought kits, because you're going to enter at just an example, something like that. You're going to enter the code that was on your raffle ticket. It will be your discount, and it'll work for a lot of other things. All of a sudden, oh my goodness, look, we've got this really big giveaway. We'll do our Flying Go. We'll definitely do that. But like, we're trying to say like thank you to the people who have spent their money and bought kits. So you will have those raffle tickets in there. So they should be in the kits from Rocky Mountain. They are. They have a whole set of raffle tickets over there. So if you did get a raffle ticket, so check it in your kit. You are going to want to keep those because speaking of theme nights, we're already theming. I'm from the 70s and he's from the
This is my special wig.
60s. I'm from the 80s. I look like I'm from the 80s. I think I'm looking like my Camaro sitting outside
Wow.
waiting for me.
I would say BC something. Like
Like-
maybe.
Before Christ?
Yeah, just before.
Oh, well, I gave birth to baby Jesus soon.
Oh, man. Yes.
So, yeah, your kits are coming. You know, last year we did like X amount off at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop and a discount at Fly Fishing Boat Outfitters. Well, now it's undisclosed the amount at which you'll save. But if you bought a kit, these little raffle tickets are going to suit you.
Just fine.
Pretty epic.
That's
Well-
awesome. Just a way of saying thank you.
That's you've just said thank you with that. Fly Fishing Jesus. Timmy Hendricks, that's right.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so Christmas presents, if you want them, get your wife, get your friend. The show grows when you pick 2 or 3 friends to bring to the show, so never forget that the more friends you bring, the bigger the prizes get. And speaking of prizes, we've got a couple prizes for tonight's show, and since it's not episode 1, the show hasn't begun, but we're still got some. We're gonna give away 2 of these fly boxes to the Fly and Go winner. So these are locked and loaded
Ready to
with
fish.
a bunch of I don't know how many did you put in there, Tim.
I don't know. It's a couple dozen.
That's
each,
a lot of
so
fun. $100,
this
$100
one's
in flies with the
streamers
kids
and foam. This one's foams, nymphs, dries.
Yeah,
Little streamers. Lots of action.
lots of epic flies. You look like Forrest Gump after he's done running. Me or Tim? Me or Timmy Hendricks?
Oh, Timmy.
So yeah, let us know. We still do have kits. We do have lots of kits available. So we made 160 this year because a lot of people last year said they wanted kits. So we got them all, and we would love to move all the kits this year. That would greatly help out the show. So if you want to buy a kit, you head over to our website. If you want to get one for your friend for Christmas, head over to our website. There's also something really cool that we're doing this year.
Night, Ren. Have a good sleep, buddy. Oh, yes.
So there's some really cool things that are going to be announced, but they're not announced. Your camera works better. But what we're going to be doing, and there's very limited quantities of these, but what we thought is some people might want to try something out. I don't know what the scratch on that is, but anyways, so after the episode at which we tie this fly, which
Yeah, Ken, there's nowhere we can't send them, so we'll get it out to you if you want 'em. Australia.
yeah, just do it. I'll try my best to see what it like. I've never sent to Australia, but we'll do our best. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we have a very few limited of these after each episode. If you want to go on and buy them, they'll be at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. And so you're like, wow, I really loved the episode. I didn't invest in a kit, and I want to buy one of these. You could go buy that something over there. It's like $12-13. I mean, it's way cheaper to buy a kit, but if you just want to try, there you go.
Good way to
Also,
sample.
if you go on Rocky Mountain Fly Shop website right now, he has some sample kits from last season that you can buy and try and scan the QR code and how to tie. It's right there. But that's kind of there's more to this coming out, but you will hear about it in the next 3 weeks. On
my
a big
goodness.
partnership that we have done.
James Riley is in the house.
Mr. Riley, what's up, West Side?
West Side. I
West Side, Mr. Riley.
can't do it. Try.
Double West Side. We love Mr. Riley. But what episode was that when he rocked
He rapped for us.
he rapped for us? It was like the 80s night, and it was like absolutely
Please
stellar.
send us another rap. It was,
Yeah.
That made Give me a day.
That made joy down in my heart. Where? Okay, so everybody's got their Flamingo card. Bingo card, Flamingo card. Yeah, and so remember, during the season, the prizes get bigger and bigger and bigger. Maybe tonight somebody doesn't go home with a prize.
What do you mean? How could they not go home with the we just said there's a prize and they're going to win it.
What I got to say is, do you guys love the background music? Because I think I did my job.
It's got better.
I mean...
Once Punjabi was done.
I actually like that stuff.
Well, it made me hungry. I was upset. I wanted to eat something.
Oh, I do love butter chicken.
Me too. Maybe some chicken masala.
Okay.
Well, tell us why would
We
it be
miss you,
that I
Mr.
can't win
Riley.
this?
We love you. You're freaking awesome, doing awesome things. A big, huge heart. You're blessing people.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. Okay, here it comes. Yes. You've all been waiting for this.
Are you ready? I don't think you're ready.
I don't think you're ready.
but you're not.
Are you ready? If you have the ability to
Take a deep breath.
pee when you get excited, you might want to throw the Depends on. Is Eric
Sit down.
Augustin still here? He's trying to find batteries. Yeah, the doors is well, Glenn. Well, that's for you to figure out. Okay, let's head over here to just straight Flamingo.
Yep.
Not a Watermaster Flamingo, just a Flamingo.
Just a Flamingo.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's
All right.
going
So
on?
there we go. We're already one in.
All right.
So what we do, folks, is we call them out here. This picture is probably the coolest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is the group of our friends, void of all of their instruction, went the wrong way.
Always go left. Okay. So
All right, let's turn down the background music and let Bingo take us home. We're gonna do Bingo Flamingo. We call it Flamingo, so it's like Bingo but for flies. If you've
all are welcome
we
to
have
have
stickers.
I'm sure we'll find
that's
some.
that's what I didn't do. We're gonna have to do something because I didn't even set it up yet.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. So flying.
All right.
How does this work?
I started sweating like I got anxious.
Well, I'm sweating.
Okay, how does Flamingo
It's the
work?
wig.
So you get your card. You go to the website, www.flyfishingboardware.com/TNLS5. You download your bingo card. It's
You missed
free.
it. You should have said that faster with a different voice.
www.flyfishingbowriver.com/TNLS5. You get your bingo card? It's free. It's totally free. Totally. You don't need to do anything except give me your email. That's it. That's all. And it's free. And these gifts are free. And we ship them to you for free. Free! Free! Everything is free! You're free, I'm free. A night with Tim is free. No, it's not. No. How much is it? I can't say. Well, so the other question here, maybe this is just how we should do bingo. I think it definitely is. It definitely is. I mean, gosh. All right, so let's just say one line. One line. One simple line. One line. Anywhere on your bingo card. Yes, it's free. Your bingo cards are free. Okay. Who are you, John? All right, it's gotta cost something. Wow. He has no idea. I do. He has no idea what it's gonna cost him. Oh, man. Having too much fun. Stop. This is the best thing we've ever bought for the show. Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. Serious face. Let's do it. Another one. I said serious face. 2 for $4 Mama Burgers. 2 for $4. Okay. Oh my goodness. We just need one line. Any line. Okay, so the first 4 calls are... Whoa, that's wrong! Next call.
Oh,
3,
man.
4. So I'm just getting 4 out there right now. Okay, so look on your card. You need one line. Any line.
Any line?
Four.
Take it all.
4. I think 4 makes a line.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow. How much did these cards cost?
They're free. So free.
I hope somebody sends us minion costumes.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Minion, we
okay.
definitely do.
All right, so what you have to do if you win is say bingo and put your card number. Your card has an ID number. Say card number. So bingo, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
It's free.
Okay, so we're going to do one more call. All right. Wow.
Call number 5 gives it away.
Oh, 5. This is gold. This is...
What are the doors of doom?
Just stop. We have fun before we kill them.
Oh, man, we gotta get this done.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay.
You got any nuts over there?
2.
This is
Oh, who needs drugs?
no, not me.
Okay.
Are they free?
I told him. Good thing I put the pants on because he's peeing in his pants.
It's too much. Too much.
Okay. Okay, we gotta get a winner.
You need a winner.
Okay, just make sure that if you win, you call bingo. So good.
Okay, come on, guys. Somebody win this.
Okay,
already.
Captain Clutch. What's Captain Clutch? I gotta show everybody what Captain Clutch is.
You better show them.
Captain Clutch. Oh my.
Where are
All right, just hang on. I'm trying to find Captain Clutch here.
He's completely flustered. Good lord. There he is. You need my camera. There it is. Oh.
You guys are gonna want to get to
What?
know Captain Clutch this year.
What is Captain Clutch?
Well, folks, once we go through the next stage of bingo, you're gonna want Captain Clutch.
Okay. Somebody's gotta win.
Okay. Okay.
One more.
One more. Next call, Michigan Skunk Dry.
Woo-wee. Skunky.
Okay.
Someone.
Yeah, Trevor, you gotta get your buddy on here. Oh, my autofocus never works.
Never.
Oh,
Okay. Another one.
okay, nobody wants to win.
No one.
Mr. Roman Man.
Oh, Mike got it.
Quintana
Mike
from
got it.
Montana's here. Bingo. Oh, 45. Mike McKenna.
We better check him.
Okay, we gotta check him.
Check him. Calls.
Check him.
Let's
Checking
go.
him.
Mike.
So
City
now we gotta verify his bingo card. And it looks like Mike is a winner! We got a winner! For free! Oh, he's for free! He's so gonna not enjoy his life.
No, you're not gonna win, Mike. You think you win, but you don't.
Yeah, it's so good. Let's just double check we don't have any other winners. We don't have any other winners.
For free.
Okay.
Okay.
It's always fun, guys. I promise you we wouldn't go past 9. And sometimes I don't tell the truth. Oh, out to the doors of doom. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can see. Everybody can see that Mike is the winner.
Mike won. He did.
Well, we gotta set up for the doors of doom.
This voice is not gonna work.
We're just gonna say thanks to all of our sponsors. Thank you.
our vision for it is for people to come out here to enjoy the spot and to find peace, I guess. Like, a lot of people ask us if we're going to get Wi-Fi out here, and we're like, no, like, this is a place to disconnect and reconnect with your family and with yourself and just find quiet.
All right, welcome back, folks.
Welcome back.
If you're not having fun, you're not trying. So I think what we got going on here is the Doors of Doom for Mr. Mike McKenna.
Oh, yes, we do. He won.
We're going to do the DOD. So if you don't know what the Doors of Doom is, it's something that came into play last year.
Somebody had a brilliant idea. Somebody.
I don't even know how it came to be, but we just thought...
Don't we us nothing.
Sorry,
this is
it's
you.
never Tim.
No, this time.
We just realized that people were winning too easy, and other people, everyone else in here, loves misery. So what they wanted, I wanted to give the people what they wanted.
You had to, I guess.
And
yeah.
so a majority wins. If there's one person in here that wins and there's 99 people that didn't, they want to see misery. They want to see somebody work hard for their free things. Their prizes.
They're free stuff. What's up, Roman?
So,
Good to see you, buddy.
oh, okay. Yes, Rec Base to the list. Google it. Rec Base Alberta. Google. It is a place to go to be. And like Hope said in the video, it is just it's a very peaceful place. And we definitely enjoyed our time out there.
Yes, we did.
Larry Richards is here. Okay, so we're about to get into my favorite part of the show. But before that, we have to do something
Doors of Doom.
to Mr. Mike McKenna. So, hopefully, this works. That didn't work. Let's see what we're gonna do here. All right. It's really weird. It didn't work. Yeah. That's why we do the show early.
Yeah. Working out the kinks. Oh, just next to me. That's good. Come on now.
We're just gonna give extra me.
What?
Tim, tell
there
everybody
you
a
go.
joke.
Duh, not jokes again. Okay, let me see if I can think of something. I don't got jokes. It's not my strong suit. But I'll talk to you.
Doors of Doom can suck a fart.
Doors of Doom
If
doesn't want to work.
Doors of Doom can't work.
Does it count? If it doesn't work? I don't know. Yes, but Doors of Doom.
Oh, I know why, guys. I'll fix it here.
Okay, he's
we're
gonna
good.
fix it. We're
I'm
good.
problem
We're good.
solver here.
Yep. Problem solver. Knock, knock.
Oh no.
Who's there? Tell me,
Who's
Jose.
there?
Jose, tell
Oh,
me.
she has a joke.
She does. Come on. That'd be good. It's gonna be a mom joke. This is gonna be a mom joke.
Well, she's a mom,
I know,
so
I can tell.
That's a good part of
Okay.
it.
More like doors are doomed.
Okay, I'm almost here.
Almost there.
I'm almost here.
Uh-oh. Why is Santa's sack so big? Europe. Knock, knock. Who's there? Europe.
Okay, I just
You're a
love
poo.
to keep everybody in absolute misery. Because if I can get this to work
Oh, look
like
at
I
that.
thought it could.
What door with Doors of Doom is upon you, Mr. McKenna? Please choose wisely. People, you cannot help him. Just when Tim thought he was not a part of this, he is a part of this. Oh my gosh, Andy. Why is Santa's sack so big? Because he only comes once a year. You can't laugh. It's very serious here right now. Serious. Mr. Mike McKenna has chosen door number 1. Oh. But does he know that his fate lies in his choice? I believe the choice is... What is it? Well, Mr. McKenna, is that your final answer? Final. Would you like to change? Would you like to stay with number 1? Oh, people are trying to help. Oh, come on, Mike. Give us the yes. Give us the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Just like you're gonna get when you pick door number 1. It's number 1. He chose door number 1. Flying no winner! He's the flying no winner! He has beaten us. This is horrible! This is terrible. This is bad for business. No misery. Everybody will want to play Doors of Doom. We have tricked them. Straight face. It'll be much worse next week. Should we see if door number 2, what was behind door number 2? Oh my goodness. I see what you did there. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. Take it down. We just got so incredibly happy to have everybody back. Well, that we just wanted Mike to win no matter what. Now what are they going to think of us? We're going soft. What did he win? He won 2 fly boxes full of flies. 2 fly boxes full of... That's the sad part. He's going to get them too.
All right.
Wow,
So,
that was-
yeah, well, I don't know what that was.
I gotta take this thing off. I'm dying over here.
No, don't take it off.
It's
Do
so
not
hot.
take it off.
You can see my pit stains.
Okay, congrats, Mike. That is so well deserved, even though you were gonna win no matter what. Because
It's still well deserved.
it's really hard to let people lose on episode 0.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad vibes throughout the year.
Have to encourage them to keep coming back.
Yeah. So, so that's how she goes. That's kind of a Thursday night live, and you can see we didn't even tie flies, and we can keep you entertained
Oh,
for
yes.
2 full hours.
No problem.
We
didn't tell them what Captain Clutch was.
Oh, Mike. Yeah, so here's what Captain Clutch is, okay? Before season 5, episode 1 begins, there'll be a sticker like you just saw, right? I just showed you it. Just wait.
Come on. There it is.
All right, this sticker will be for sale on our website, but it's not cheap.
Why?
It's $50 for a Captain Clutch sticker.
That's steep for a
And
sticker.
so why would it be so steep?
I'm curious.
Well, because if you buy a Captain Clutch sticker and you have to buy it before the episode, you can't buy it during the episode. Okay? A Captain Clutch sticker gets you immunity from the Doors of Doom.
At any point through the season, can I hold on to it?
You can hold on to it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you are the owner of a Captain Clutch sticker at $50 a sticker, you have immunity from the Doors of Doom. So why would you do that? Because what happens in Doors of Doom is when the person doesn't win, it parlays to the next week. So I think last year we had like 4 weeks full of prizes.
That was a big
Yeah,
week.
so if you get and you win bingo and you get thrown into the Doors of Doom and you've got 4 weeks of prizes, that $50 is going to be absolutely well spent on Captain Clutch.
That's true. That's a good little thing you did there. I see. So you're trying to get people out of the Doom.
Well,
sense.
just trying to be Captain Clutch, and where it came from was I took a buddy on the boat this year.
He knows who he is.
Yeah, and he pretty much had to pull out the Captain Clutch card at the boat launch, pretty much.
Captain Clutch.
Before he was Captain Skunko.
Trumps the wizard.
Yeah, Mike, I saw you sent me an email, so I'll respond to that and get you your fly boxes and flies sent out to you. So Captain Clutch, that's what it's going to be. $50 for a Captain Clutch sticker, and it gets you immunity from Doors of Doom.
Pretty slick.
Yeah, so Roman, I want to talk. Send me an email, podcast stuff. I feel your vibe is good right now, and I like to see that because I know that you've been kind of struggling. It's good to have you back in here tonight. Okay, the captain trumps the wizard. That's exactly what it is. Only problem is winning the bingo part. It is, but all of a sudden, if you win and you don't have Captain Clutch and you got to go through the Doors of Doom,
You might not get some of these giveaways.
So what is this part of the show? The final episode, the final segment of the show.
Well, it is the best part of the show. We kind of alluded to that earlier, but it's called What Is Your Win? This is just a time in the show where we will share, both Dana and I, kind of what our win for the week is. And what is a win? Could be anything. Could be the fact that I'm breathing, sitting here today. Could be that we've had an extraordinary summer. Could be that, something over the past year, week, or minute. But at the end of the day, this is here to encourage each other. And we're going to get you guys to dump into the comments. If you've never done this before, don't be weirded out by it. What is your win? Just put it in the comments. We're going to go through some of them. We're going to read them. It's super easy. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You'll get the hang of it fast. But this is just a point where the community comes full circle. We get to be there for each other. We get to rejoice with each other, and we get to cry with each other. And if you don't know us, you'll know we're pretty vulnerable people, and there is tears at times. So,
we usually start off by sharing, but the cool part is, what is your win? So win stands for what's important now. And it gives us something to look forward to this week, because you're thinking all week, what will I share with my TNL fam? And that's very positive, because you're just going to be focused on those things. And sometimes people don't have a win for the week, and so they just it's about sharing and trying to look for a little bit of positive. Positive. So Tim, as always, you're up first.
Always go first. Well, this week for me, guys, is an easy one, okay? I'm just so thankful for this group. I'm thankful that I got to see so many of your faces this summer. You supported us not only in the show, but you came, you booked trips. We got to see your faces. We got to fish with you, get to know you so much better. It was an incredible year, incredible summer for us, for the guide service, for everything. And getting to make, you get to really drive those friendships home when you get to meet each other. And I hope we get to meet so many more of you as well. Last season was amazing. We're super pumped for what's coming this season. And this is my win, just being here. Can't tell you how exciting it was today to drive down to Olds and just think, man, we're getting back in the groove. We get to go at this again for another season. We are blessed. We're full because of you guys. And that is my win. It's an easy one. Easy one.
My win isn't this feather in my throat.
But you're talking today. That's a win.
Yeah. That's a good point. And recovering from whatever that was. Parlay on that is the win. And I know it sounds like cliche, but the win is that it's probably been the most challenging lead up to a season yet. And with growth, always that happens, and I get it. At times, to be completely vulnerable, I asked if we should even keep doing this. Dealing with the business side of things and trying to find sponsors and get people back, and all the things that go behind the scenes. And I question myself too many times about, man, should we, what's the point? To which we always brought ourselves back to the why, and the why was you guys. The why was the two people who showed up at the brewery on the very first episode, like 85 episodes ago or whatever we're at. Barry will know. But being here tonight and the work that goes into it, and to realize when it just happens and it's like, it's fun and we can just be goofy and you guys can, pretty much all of you guys, hang out with us. And it's like the pressure's off of like, hey, how are we going to perform and do this and be better than last year and better than last week? And are you guys still going to love the show? And it's like just getting to be here with you guys and your comments and seeing people laugh and seeing people share things like, I've had a really crappy time and I want to be here. And Blake, like that inspires me. And that's my win is like, we're here, we're starting, because so much goes into the beforehand of the show. And just to get like hit record, right? Knowing that means we're starting. The studio got set up today and we're just like, it's exciting. And I really am looking forward to the next 4 months and a week, spending time with you guys and just growing the show, growing you guys in our friendships. And like Tim said, the gratitude of spending time in the river with a lot of you this summer. Looking forward to that next summer. It keeps my head in a good space, and for that, I'm grateful for you guys and for Tim and for the show. And so that's my win. So now it's time to share you guys' win, and we're gonna try to go back here in the comments and we'll take turns kind of reading them. So,
all right, I'll start us off. So Cole Clayton, my win is being back with the TNL. Love everybody here.
Yeah, Mr. Cole. And Andy, his family is healthy, and apparently they were laughing pretty hard.
John, this evening was sure a win.
Chaz, is it too big? Can I see it all?
There it is.
Win, epic year with amazing people in my life, lots of fishing memories, but the greatest memories are the ones shared. Laughs on the water, around a fire, making time spent well. Great people. And I got to be a part of a lot of those.
Jeff, my win is it's been a rough week, and that Minions filter brought one hell of a smile to my face. Thanks, guys. It did us too, man.
It did me too. That was a real win for the night.
That was great. That was so great. Actually.
John, win is definitely being back with y'all for another season.
Yeah. Hope. It's great to have you with us, Hope. Finally joining the chat. Thanks, Chaz, for the recommendation. We'd love to have you all out here.
100%. That's rec base, so
That's
everybody
rec base,
knows. Yeah. Mr. Montana is it Alyssa or I think it's Alyssa?
Yeah.
I never say those right. Alicia, Alyssa. We'll call her Allie.
Yeah.
Allie. She saved Mr. Montana. And we're grateful to have him back because he kind of had a year where he was just finding things. And that's super cool.
Yeah. Cam, happy to be back. My win for today is a big one for me. Have a full house again. Have my oldest back from back home for a month from the New Zealand after a bit being away for over a year. I can honestly say I don't give two sheets that I cried in public when she walked through the gates today. Christmas will be a bit extra special this year after kind of a stressful one and lots of worry. Haven't been the best friend this year, but have tried my best to support my friends. Love you all. Be good to each other.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it's been a year she's been gone.
Yeah.
Mr. Tracy, my win is just being here with friends, even though I've never met anyone here in person. Thanks, everyone. Love all you guys.
Andy says, a win, you guys are back. Also, super thankful that my son helps me out so much in the shop this time of year. Great to see you guys today. Thanks for the tour. It's great to see you too, buddy.
Mike's win is after 6 months, they finally got the passport for the boys. Now we can look forward to our family trip in January.
Awesome. Adrian, being back with TNL fam, so grateful for all of you.
Ken, his win is spending a week with his older son on vacation. They both got to visit their first NFL game and had an awesome week. And drank some 0.5 American beers.
Some kind of beers. Yeah. Mr. Struthers, thanks Dana, Tim, and TNL family for a great night and a start to an amazing season.
Besides winning 2 fly boxes, I added that. Catching a 5-pound bass this week on a fly coffee sparkle minnow that I tied on season 4. Great to be back with the TNL fam this season. So awesome.
March brown-eyed done, little lady. My win is when our house burned down this year and we lost all of our time, materials, and tools. Fly tires from all over sent materials and a vise so I could tie again. That's the beyond special. Beyond special. Yeah.
Ben, besides carb loading, his win is to send everyone from TNL fam a Merry Christmas. This is my favorite time of the year to share with family and friends. See you all in the new year. Love you all.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Craig Jones, my win. My kiddos are off to a swim meet in Edmonton alone for the very first time. Makes his dad extremely proud of who they are becoming in the world. Reinforces all the work we've put in as parents for them to have the confidence to take on this adventure. As well, this week has been extremely busy, but with the TNL coming back, certainly makes those long days bearable.
Mr. Dickow, the OG. Great evening spent with old friends. Some new ones tonight at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. Must have been at the open house.
Awesome. All right.
Racer Raja 657 B.
I think that's maybe Roger. We'll go with it. My win, retired this year. Being able to enjoy even more time with my family. Just a little jealous, buddy.
Ken, I missed out on TNL all this year, so my win is finding you guys again.
Woohoo. Awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, it must be 86 episodes.
86, yeah.
Rocky Mountain Fly Shop says, my win is having TNL back and getting to enjoy an awesome night with friends.
Patty Poirier winning Our win, getting together with old fishing buddies he hasn't seen in 20 years. A few beers and tears, no fish were hurt in the process.
They rarely are. Eric, my win for the year. I quit my job as a butcher back in May. I took the summer off, fished as much as I could, and worked on my farm. Started a new job working in the gun department at Big R Farm and Home Store. Killed my PB deer this week on my farm. Been so waiting to be here with the TNL family. You are such a blessing to me.
Burks, my win is I'm happy as hell I followed through and watched this tonight. Looking forward to the kid.
That's awesome.
We're glad you're here too. Ritsko finally.
Mike finally
figured it
joins
out.
the TNL family.
Yeah.
Good to have you here,
We should
buddy.
brand him like Yellowstone.
Yeah, we should. We got to get a brand. Yeah, definitely.
Sean's win of the week after getting a severe concussion last Tuesday, sitting in a dark, quiet room for over a week, missing coaching, girls in both soccer and hockey. I finally had a couple of clear days in a row this week. A buddy perked me up this morning, and I was able to hang out with some great buddies tonight without a headache. Thanks, TNL fam. The Captain Clutch Award goes to Blake tonight. That's a good point. OQP, and you are one of them. There could be more with Captain Clutch.
Could be.
It's like when somebody pulls through like Blake tonight, they get a clap Captain Clutch.
Yeah.
You could buy it for $50 or you can earn it.
You can earn it. I like that.
I like where this is going.
I do. Oh, Mr. Hayden. Watching. The win is
Well,
being here for a new season of TNL.
Hopefully the kitchen's clean.
Yeah. Hopefully you're making me something to eat.
Cody, my win is simply just to be with you all again, and I really missed the TNL crew and enjoyed seeing all these awesome familiar faces down at the shop tonight. Have a great night, everyone.
Mr. Justin Fisher, my win is that the TNL season has started again, bringing some light to my weeks. I can't wait to get up there and see you guys.
Absolutely.
Us too, buddy.
Have a floor for you.
No bunk beds yet.
My win is my awesome two boys I get to enjoy my life with.
Yeah, that's awesome. Jacob, my win is this amazing group of people in TNL.
Trevor says he's got to turn in. 5 a.m. comes quick in the morning. We're going to get you conditioned.
Yeah, you'll get through it.
Yeah.
Mr. Teague, my win has been being able to be here for you guys and try to help get sponsors back and get new ones. To do all I can to make you successful. Your wins are my wins. This last year, I lost my wife. Didn't know that, Blake. Wow, I'm sorry. My mom got lung cancer and died 2 months later. My daughter ended up in an abusive relationship, and I had to save her from that. Life has been hard, and I have lost the motivation to live it. I need you guys. This place rocks. And we are here for you. Anything. Always. Yeah, explains a lot.
We love you, buddy.
Yeah. Love you, man. These guys are here for you, too.
Jose. Got to meet some of the new TNL fam this summer and their fam. So many amazing people. My win is to be a part of this beautiful community. Bags.
Mr. Baggs, my win this summer was getting to spend time on the water with friends and meeting a whole new crew of great friends. But I think my biggest win was getting out this summer camping with my family.
He wants tattooed.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
The giant T on your chest.
Jordan, my win. I'm a teacher, and there are only 6 school days until winter break. That is also good.
Amen to that, Roman. Mr. Riley. My win for the week includes my older 2 sons driving back home after a long college football season. The house will be full of noise again. And isn't that something epic?
Ryan says, I've had a wild TNL off-season, from living in a 24-foot holiday trailer with my fiance and our 3-year-old and 2 dogs, and then moving back to my lovely hometown in Cochrane. Had some ups and downs, and I miss the heck out of wins everyone has. My vice has been neglected, and I miss this family. So glad TNL is back. Yeah, buddy. Awesome.
My win is having the great TNL fam to shine a light on otherwise dark year. Love you guys. Love people catch fish. I think that's Ray. Is that Ray?
Cold Drone. Not sure who this is. My win is planned fishing for this weekend. Didn't get out enough this year, so it's needed.
Mr. Dickow, Charlie version. My win is finishing setting up our new fly tying desk we received from a relative this summer. That was my great-great-great-grandfather's, and I let the boys tie on it for the first time tonight. Hopefully spend some time at it over Christmas holidays, tying some flies with my dad and boys.
Awesome. Joe says he's stumped this week, but thankful for the return of TNL, the laughs, and these moments with all the quality people a part of the fam.
Lots of love coming at you, Blake.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Yep, brighter days ahead.
9:22 here, and I said we wouldn't be on past 9, and I truly thought I could hold us to that, but
It's okay.
the truth is there's really never an agenda. There's sort of an idea of tying a couple flies, and after that, the show is whatever we want.
Yeah.
And we thank you for each of you who came tonight and gave of your time to be with us. All 2.5 hours. As random as it was, I think we found or fell in love with some voice changing effects that we've implemented into the show this year. But yeah, if Thursday Night Live is something special for you, bring a friend next week.
Yeah.
It is our Christmas episode. If you're in the area, come down to Trax Pub. We will be going over there after to see and hang out with everybody. So we'd love to meet you, to see you again. Whatever that means. If you're not in the area, tune in. We'll be here 7 o'clock Thursday night. Kind of doing a little more of the same stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see what the week brings and what we come up with. But yeah, we just kind of came a few episodes early just to tell everybody what TNL was all about.
Yeah.
And yeah, your time is special and it's important, and we appreciate you spending it with us. So
Yeah.
for all the new people, thank you. For all the TNL fam, past, present, future, we love you guys. And we'll see you guys.
Yeah. Only one more week.
And if Mr. Sean Ellison's here, he's going to absolutely love this part. Okay. Love you guys.
Love you.
Not sure what. Like,
Cheers.
you know, I'm
You're trying to go
figure-
west side again, I think.
Maybe I got to come up with a
There
new
it is.
one.
Normally it ends
Vulcan?
in something bad. Vulcan?
Ready?
I don't
Get your
know.
digits.
I just
Go
like
in.
this. Let's stick
Hey,
with
Bruce
this.
Cameron. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Hey, what's up, Bruce? Oh, man. Just remember, guys, invitation is always open. We're always here for you. This group is here for you, but reach out. If you need help, life is always worth living. Let us remind you of that if you need it.
Yeah. Okay. It's weird. It's episode 0 and I don't want to say
goodbye.
Mr. Riley, we love you.
Yes.
All right. Next week. We'll have more fun things. Change
For
our
free.
voice again. I can't do it right now. It's too.
It's winding down. Okay.
Blake, love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep your chin up. I'm so proud of you, and I'm glad that you're here tonight with us. And I'm also glad that you're vulnerable and sharing with the group. So, okay, here we go. Press the button.
Let's do it.
I can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can't seem to get enough. My mind is fixed on what it wants. I just let you beat me. Looks can be deceiving. Let you get the best of me. In bed with my worst enemy. This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me home. This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me. So put your hand in mine. Follow me. Let me waste your time. Set up feet. Do some stupid shit. Take a seat. Let me waste your time. So put your better. Keep falling for your innocence, acting like you're into me. I know this is hopeless, moving in slow motion, trying to control my thoughts, but I can't stop our body talk. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up and get me home. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up and get me. So put your hand in mine, follow me, let me waste your time. Still I be do some stupid shit. Take a seat, let me waste your time. Still I be. Summertime.